Hidden missile!
Advancing guard.
Foot dive! Hidden missile!
Advancing guard.
Foot dive!
All right. Oh my God. And it is already going wrong. We love it. Oh, or are we good?
What happened?
Nah, it's just going crazy on give me a sec. On OBS. People out there, tell me if you see any visuals, if you see the people. You will not see me, so let me turn me on as well. There we go. So we're gonna have to make do with
Yes,
this
sir.
for now. What I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna bring in the stream chat so we can also see that. I will also put the stream chat on the side. So give me one moment. Wow, this looks crazy. One sec. Let me just. There we go. Let me really just try to clear that out.
These Spider-Man posters are crazy.
Which Spider-Man posters you looking at?
The Brand New Day, because it's the Hong Kong Comic Con. Tokon has also played with there, by the way.
Yes,
And
yes.
I guess they've been dropping a bunch of Spider-Man posters for Brand New Day. It's like, this is sick.
Absolutely. Let me just add.
You said something about like the poster was like golden. It's like golden. What did you call it?
Yeah, Golden Lightning. Yeah. Golden
like Sam Raimi style.
Yeah. Golden Arrow Lightning.
Right, bust the chat. Where's chat? Chat should be there. All right. I will move that in a second. But yes, all right. So, without further ado, because right now this has just all been a bit all over the gaff, but it's all good. We're gonna make it work. So, I am Chrome Alchemist, and this is Talkin Tokon, and C4 has just left the building for some reason, but it's all good.
Oh no, I'm still here.
Oh, you still there? Okay, they're just okay. Never mind. Either way, his visual will come back when he's good and ready. But this is Talkin Tokon. I am Chrome Alchemist, the guy who has been obsessively chasing Marvel Tokon fighting souls across the planet. But it is not just about me. This is Talkin Tokon episode 8. We are actually making this a consistent outing and a consistent podcast. And right now we have got ourselves a mammoth episode, and we have got the titans of the Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls content scene. So as well as myself, we've also got our regular panelists as well. So we have got Earthbender Charlie. That is he bending Earth right now? I don't really think he is. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's camera bending. Okay.
Right now, I'm bending Path of Exile off stream.
Okay.
Off screen.
All right. Well, wait. So redacted. He's whatever he's bending redacted. We don't talk about non-Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Is that a rule? I didn't know that was a rule.
Well, I'm freestyling. I'm freestyling rules, bro. I'm just freestyling rules.
I'm chill.
Yeah. No, what we do is we chill. We only chill around here. Yeah. This is the Illuminati, right? So. Either way.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings and blessings.
That's right. That's Earthbender Charlie right there. That is a good friend, long-time friend, long-time gamer, part of the fighting game community. It's been a bit of a wanderer. Hopefully Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls can give him a home. We'll have to see. If not, then hopefully Makoto will make her way to...
Season 7, Street Fighter 6, Copium.
Man said season 7.
Makoto.
All right, Godspeed, man. Godspeed. But, all right, and then we've also got C4, the man with the explosive intellect. You already know who this is. This is Mr. Evolution series himself, commentator supreme, all things Marvel. You know he's gonna be there. Talk to us, C4. How you feeling? All right, well.
Wait. I'm guessing you said something to me, but my audio's cutting in and out. My bad. Hold on. Run it back. I can hear you.
Looked at you with the worst stare and everything. I was like, damn, you did not like that.
Wait. Run it back. What did he say?
So I said... And so we've got Mr. Evolution series himself, the commentator supreme, the man with the explosive intellect. You already know who this is. All things Marvel and all things Arxis. You know what I mean? We've got to keep the brand consistent. You know what I mean? Also, Hunter and Impact, he has been commentating on the grand stage. You have seen him almost everywhere. You already know. Tag games, he's going to be there playing that. He's going to be enjoying it. C4 IQ, talk to us. Greet the people. How do you feel?
Never gas me up. That's cringe. And Logan. Logan, bro. It's Logan. I don't care about anything else, bro.
I hear it, bro. You just said Logan, bro.
I'm just
Logan.
a regular guy, bro. I'm a regular guy with a microphone. I ain't nothing special, but yeah, Logan in it.
Humble gimmick. I respect it. I like the gimmick. All right. And to his right, we've got Mr. Technical Issues. Okay, no, we good. I'm lying. I'm lying on your good name, bro. You was shumpoing. The way you was like, off
I was
cam
about to say,
and
are you
on
dead?
cam, that was impressive.
So good.
Nah, little technical freeze, but we good.
I respect the technical freeze. So, so also, my bad. So, Solar Soul, you already know he be out there. He be making that top tier content. If you ain't subscribed to that YouTube, be sure to subscribe to that YouTube. He not only is he playing Marvel Token Fighting Souls, he also, just for now, I'm a talk about other games. Yeah, Invincible Versus as well. You be seeing him for that. Avatar, you also be seeing him for that. This guy is a hard worker, and he was also at Combo Breaker, and he's got a lot to say on the current build as well. So talk to us. How do you feel? Say hi to the people.
What's good? Feel good. Got a lot to talk about. Marvel Tokon. It ain't getting here soon enough, bruh. Soon enough.
Bro, we're waiting forever at this point. It just feels disgusting. It feels like torture. It's actually just egregious behavior. I can't believe they've actually done this like this.
Yeah.
Where's the early release, man? Just drop the game. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't care if the game's like
It's done. It's done at this point.
There you go. It's gone gold.
Done.
It's gone gold, bro. Drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but also we have got ourselves SSK. You already know, if you guys have watched the previous episodes, then you've already seen SSK. But if you haven't, you already know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? You type in Marvel Token Fighting Souls, you're going to see SSK's videos pop up in that feed. You already know what's going on. Midwest finest. This guy was literally like a stone's throw away from Combo Breaker. He was like, yo, I'll just go home right now. You know what I mean? Upload all of that.
Same one, man.
Yeah. That's it. So, SSK, how are you? Talk to us.
Doing good. Just back home, chilling out, doing a little bit of some work.
Nice.
And ready to go back on a Tokon grind.
Absolutely.
Making some videos at the moment, and we're doing fine. Trying to wait for Tokon's release. I've been depressed, but you know, I need that game in my hands right now.
You know what's crazy though. You know what's crazy? To me, it's more gonna be like the sort of transition from chasing the game and then the game actually being out. It's almost gonna be like a sort of state of depression, like you're excited that you've got the thing, but now like the chase is over and a new journey begins. You know what I mean? But enough about that journey, though. So yeah, 100%. Enough about that journey. Enough about that journey. Yeah, because we still got two more people. Yeah. We've got NM as well. Listen, the Italian stallion, hardest worker, the shadow ninja himself. If you were at Combo Breaker and you didn't see NM, that is by design. This guy absolutely shows up when he needs to. And if you didn't see him, it's probably because he was comming literally everything. Every other minute, he was like, yo, I got comms like on the other side of the building. Let me just run over and do that. And then half an hour later, he's just back. Hey, guys. And I'm like, what the hell is even going on? But regardless of that, also, he has been on the content grind. He's been doing the analysis. And I can tell you firsthand, that guy really knows how to coal mine when it comes to the tech. Talk to us. And then how do you feel?
Dude, I am feeling amazing, and like everybody else, I want this game to come out. I've been called a tweaker for this game. I have been called it. I've been called it. My local scene has made a GIF of when NM pulls up to the local and it doesn't have Tokon. This game comes out in 3 months.
I saw that GIF.
That GIF, I can't lie, yeah, that GIF is good. That was a good GIF.
Yeah.
100%.
Dude, my friend made that GIF and I was like, bro, all right. I'm gonna hold that. But yeah, no, I'm doing good.
Very nice. And finally, last but not least, Mr. Illuminati himself. Throw up the pyramid, throw up the triangles, throw up the eye emojis.
The Ingrid, the Ingrid.
The Ingrid, sure, throw up the Ingrids. The guy who, and I quote, right, this was when somebody watched one of his videos and they said, did he play the game early or something like that? Did he play, how many builds has he played? And I was like, nah, he's just, I don't know. That's just Zeta. He was like, they saw some of the combos. They were like, yo, why is he playing like he's been playing for weeks? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just Zeta. Zeta Slow, talk to us. How you feeling?
Bro, we got to play Tokon again. This is all I can say, really. I'm so happy that we finally got to play it again, bro. I've been live in that game literally sleep, just thinking. I was watching like some of our videos. I'm like, oh no, we can pick that up probably there. Thinking of different combo routes for the next time I get to play, and it unfortunately doesn't look like the next time I'll get to play will be when it releases. So not going to Evo. We won't be
Alas.
hanging out with the Illuminati there. So
Alas.
you guys have time.
Oh, what head start? Is that what you're gonna say? You got a head start.
You guys have time. Hopefully they drop another beta so we can get some more some more games going.
I think that beta is definitely happening if you ask me, but we'll have to see either way. So that's all of the intros out of the way. And let's just get Wyatt as my thing going off. That should be quiet, and that is not quiet. Okay, let's just get that completely quiet. Apologies. So, without further ado, let's get into these topics. We have got a fair few things to go through, and Mace has not got long. He's not long for this podcast world, so let's just breeze through a bunch of these and get his views as soon as possible, because the world needs to know what Mr. Wolverine has to think about all of these things. So, first of all, let's start with Combo Breaker. Obviously, we were all but one at Combo Breaker, and listen, I'll just start off, man. Like, it's the first time I've been to Combo Breaker. First time since I was 10 years old I've been to the States, and it was a great reception, great people, fantastic tournament. I think that's one of the best tournaments I've ever been to personally. Absolutely had a fantastic time. I think that really is like the gamers, the FGC's like real premier tournament in terms of like the gamers tournament. Do you know what I mean? There's setups everywhere. There's like, you're in the lobby and everyone's just getting it in. Like, it's just all crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So shout outs, man. Like, that was an amazing time. Absolutely loved it. As always, shout outs to Reed Baird, and shout outs to everyone else who was active at the Tokon booth and was so accommodating to all of us, because listen, without them, like, you know what I mean, it would be utter chaos. And they really held it down in a time when, honestly, this is the most busy I've ever seen the Tokon booth out of all the events that I've been to, and I've basically been to all of them as of right now, right? That's Evo France, that's Arc World Tour, Evo Japan, Combo Breaker. I don't believe I'm missing any others. And yeah, like, honestly, it was just like, you get out of line and you got to wait like 40 minutes before you can play again. So it was absolutely crazy, but completely worth it, because we got to play Black Panther, and oh boy, we have got a lot to say about that. But before we get to that, what was you guys' thoughts on Combo Breaker? I mean, for some of you, I'm sure you've been a bunch of times. In fact, I'm assuming all of you have been a bunch of times, right? Like multiple times? Or has anyone else been there the first time? No?
I've only been twice. That
first
was my
time.
second time.
Okay, all right. Here I was thinking that you were gonna, you know what I mean? It's like your 8th time or something like that. You guys are all vets. And me, I'm just
Probably SSK.
virginal.
That's his backyard.
I would say he go.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there since what was the year that the Sham Show demo came? They had like a tournament for it. Was that, I think, the year
Shoot,
before the
must be
pandemic?
like 2017,
2018?
2018?
2017? 18? Yeah, this is
Somewhere around there.
almost 10 years at this point.
Wow.
Yeah, it might be a decade of you. Damn.
Almost 10 years is
Yeah.
crazy. So,
Yeah.
Combo Breaker was my first actual fighting game tournament ever.
say swear. Wow.
The first one, yeah, the first Combo Breaker they had was my first one ever.
What
But
was that, 2014?
2015.
2015.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah.
listen, normally
The resorts.
I'm drinking coffee, but I can't lie, I'm cracking open a cold one because the heat is just absolutely blitzing me, bro. I gotta.
You know what that reminds me? I need to get me one of them jarritos I got in the refrigerator, man.
No, this guy. Oh, you were speaking real. You know what I mean? I don't even know what that was, bro. Do your thing, though. You get it?
I had the little Spanish came out of me, man. I had to, go to
do your thing. I'm gonna just smile and nods. You get it? Before I get into trouble. Also,
Combo Breaker was sick.
no, Combo Breaker absolutely fantastic. Also, AK_777 says only 2 months, guys. Chill. Listen, when you've been playing the game, honestly, I think this is probably the best like we could say about the game is that we've played betas and we've played builds and we still just want this game right now. Do you know what I mean? That shows you how good that this game is at this current time. You know.
think it's a good thing if you didn't play because you ain't got a taste of it yet.
Yes.
All real.
But now,
So
that
true.
you got the taste, it's hard to wait.
100%.
It's like
Yeah,
a double-edged sword,
like,
you know?
I didn't even like do all the things I wanted to do. It was like I
Same,
wanted to get more
honestly.
magic stuff done. Like
Brother.
I wanted to kind of mess around more. The uniquenesses for like combos and pressure. It's like that build is so much fun.
It was.
That was
And it's crazy as well, right? Because obviously, shout out to you guys for being completely sweaty. More time, I just go there and I'm just tinkering. But people, I could tell, like in the comments of you guys' videos, they were like, "Yeah, this is like good. This is high level stuff." Do you know what I mean? But shout out to you lot as well. Though. I see the responses when I see when you lot are playing. You lot really be popping off, you know. I'd be like, Fez. I remember I was standing behind, what is it, Zeta and SSK, yeah. And I was like, "Wow, these guys are talking some real shit, you know. This is mad." I didn't expect this.
I saw the moment where it turned up. I was like, oh snap, we about to go in.
Yeah.
It got to the point where you
Yeah.
asked him a question, and then he said, "What?" And you asked him the question again. He said, "What?" And someone in the comment like said, "Yeah, he never answered the question."
Dude, locked in.
Absolutely.
Out
Absolutely
of
locked in.
everybody that was sweating, them two. Look, it got so bad that when we went to dinner that night, we got a little lit. They was heated and they got a beef set on release.
I remember. Hey, shout outs to Shinka. Kenzo told me about this, you know.
I didn't say it.
You know what? Like
Yeah, we putting it out there. Nobody ducking, bro. We doing it.
Is it actually happening?
Apparently, it's happening.
Oh, it's going
Yo,
on.
it's happening.
It's in
It's
stone
going
now.
It's happening. I said
Maybe not
I-
on day one. Maybe not on.
Maybe
day
not
one.
day one, but it's
We'll do
definitely
it.
happening.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Definitely
We'll get it
happening.
done.
It's
We'll get it done.
1000% happening. Yeah,
For
we're
sure.
getting it done.
I respect that.
Let me
That's
know when.
gonna be.
I might side bet. I might side bet.
You're side betting.
Because I
Commentate
play
too?
Goki.
Say
I'm gonna
swear.
commentate
I might side bet.
I might hedge.
But I need to know how. If it's like day one, that's gonna change to like if it's a week.
Hey, a lot could
I
happen in a
think
week.
Time might change it, but day one, I know who I'm betting on. But no spoilers. I'm not saying. Otherwise, it'll get awkward.
Say swear.
Hey,
That's what we're
hey.
doing.
Hey,
Wait,
look.
we'll wait till we get.
I know everybody. I know everybody got their little opinions and whatnot. You know. Yeah, I'm just keeping it
Put it
real.
on the field.
Tension.
Let me know when
Yeah,
it
you
happens, and I'll
Yeah.
I'll start bet. If the connection's good, I'll money match anyone. But the connection has to be good.
Oh yeah.
Has to be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting your Wolverine, bro. Hey, day one, we're not doing that again. I gotta learn all the
Let me
cross
1v3,
ups.
bro. Let me play with one character. I'm hoping Hulk's good. I want to play Wolverine Hulk, but Hulk ain't got a good track record of being a good character. But I don't know. Arctis never ever tried. Arctis ain't tried.
Nah,
Hulk ain't a good
dude.
character.
I don't let him get away with this. No. Please,
Whoa,
please.
pause.
I'm be quiet. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I remember talking with the PlayStation devs, dude. If Hulk is as good as they say he is, he's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be a monster. Imagine Hulk dashing at you full speed with Gamma Rage. Apparently, he's super fast when he gets in that. He's still got an air dash. Gamma Charge, you know, MVC3 gonna be going long distances too. Like, the guy's gonna be a goddamn demon. I'm not ready for that.
That's why he wasn't playable. They trying to figure out how to balance the motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to do
They don't want to drop him at. They don't want to drop him at Common Breaker, and people are like, yo, what's going on?
It's quite
Hulk's
hard
just running around the screen fast.
They wanted to give Sherry some room, you know.
To balance an armor character, you should take your time, bro. Yeah, because
Please.
Yeah,
armor
absolutely.
characters can make people just quit the game, so it makes sense.
That's gonna be the best Hulk they ever made in the fighting game.
Probably.
I can already tell.
Probably.
That's gonna be like.
I mean, he's got IAD, so he clears all the other Hulks already.
Ooh.
I don't think he has air dash.
Nah, he ain't got no
No,
air
he
dash.
does.
Yeah. No, wait, what? They said no air dash to begin with. So
He doesn't.
And them said he's got air
He
dash.
doesn't-
In the
he does-
install, right?
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe in
nah,
this maybe.
come
But I know, like,
on,
in general, yeah.
man. What are we doing?
Nah,
Wolverine shouldn't even have an air dash, bloods. And you're giving Hulk an air dash.
How does Wolverine not have an air dash?
I'm
Wolverine
telling
should
you,
not
that's
have an
gonna-
air dash. How does he dash?
That's why they didn't drop him yet. They said, yeah, we gonna have to figure
Listen.
this out.
Why is Chrome pretending like he don't read comics? His special move is getting dashed through the sky by Colossus.
Yes,
Of course he
the
has an air dash.
fastball special. That's exactly what I was about to say. But he
Yes.
needs assistance. If you listen,
anymore, man. He's grown.
If he
What do you mean
pressed the
he doesn't need
button,
assistance anymore?
no, bro. If he
grown up.
pressed the button and he got the fastball special, fairs. But don't just be box dashing like you're like, nah, bro. We're not doing all that.
This is your fault anyway. You wanted him in the game. I didn't remember that. This is definitely your fault.
I don't want. Bro, I don't want
You
that
chose
guy
this guy.
in
I don't know
the.
why he's giving shocked Pikachu face for, bro. He wanted the character in the game. I didn't.
I said the character will be in the game, not that I want the character. I never want Hulk
No.
anywhere near me, bro. And
This is what
Wolverine.
happens when you manifest destiny, bro. You should have been on my side and said, don't put Wolverine in a game. He does the same thing every game. He does cross up and like dive kick.
And what a great time
Yeah.
that's gonna
Hella
be. Wow, man. Wow. Honestly, just
Hella
wow.
boring. Now he's interesting. So monkey paw, innit? Got what you wanted.
I didn't want it, bruv. What I want is Nico Minoru, and what I think is going to happen is Gwenpool. And do you know what I mean? I just want Doctor Strange in some capacity. Everyone wants Blades. Blade is, listen, we'll get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that soon enough. But before we do all of that, yeah, let's first get into Black Panther, Shuri, because we have played this build, right? So we're going to go around and we're going to speak on our thoughts on it. Normally, I try and go first because I tend to forget every time we circle around. But you know what? If I don't talk about it, someone just remind me. Yeah. So let's start with C4. C4, what are your thoughts on Shuri Black Panther?
No. Oh, you was there when I spoke to the lady.
Yeah.
I didn't. It's not my T'Challa. Like I played T'Challa in MVCI. The biggest thing I didn't like about playing against her, mind you, I never picked her. So obviously, disclaimer, I never picked the character. But it felt like she didn't play like a Hamfar unless you got installed, like the Bastard's Blessing.
Right.
Which kind of sucks. I think Black Panther should play a bit like, you know, an animal. Sort of like how they did with Wolverine. Wolverine plays like a tank because he's got adamantium bones, right? He plays the archetype that kind of suits, that sits with his lore.
Right.
And yeah, when she's got Bass Blessing, she's really cool. But without Bass Blessing, she just feels like any character, which is kind of sad. But I guess that's how they balanced it. I wish there was like more Walkling stuff. Not sure why. I mean, they haven't got really any Walklings. Like Spider-Man doesn't Walkling either. It's only Penny, right?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, literally just Penny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only Penny. The whole fast fall thing she can do is really cool. I just wish she could do it off the wall, which is a very minor thing. But yeah, playing against her, I don't think she's like that bad. I don't think she's toxic. The fireball's really quick, but other than that, she seems fairly fair. She doesn't seem like broke or anything. The that charge head, it was a skill issue. It was a skill issue. I was getting hit by it, but yeah, it was a skill issue.
I think that button's kind of mad still. It's like kind of like Beak Driver. You know what I mean? It's a bit disgusting.
Yeah, because there's no because the dash blocking's not very good in this game by design. I'm so used to like seeing the charge, dash forward, attempt throw if I'm in range, or if not, I just block. But you can't do that in this game.
Right.
So yeah, skill issue.
Do you know what?
Right, from now on, I'm just gonna armor up, bro. Just
Armor up.
Yeah.
yep, armor up. Bro. Armor up.
You see this guy,
That
it's
Star-Lord is
Ministry of Downplay, bro. And he's talking about, Wolverine. And then he's talking about, yep, armor up. Look at this guy. No
Armor up,
Wolverine man has ever had to say this in their life, bro. Yep, time to armor up. And listen to what we're hearing. Anyway.
It's gonna be good. GG's. Gonna be GG's.
Do you know what,
I
actually?
know I'm having fun with that.
Do you know, NM, go on, talk to us.
Yeah, about Black Panther.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god. Okay. I really loved playing her. I mainly played her during Combo Breaker, and I could definitely tell from like talking with the devs and stuff like that, she's definitely an on and off switch. You want to play her very differently on if you have Fast Blessing or not. She feels a lot better, like as you were saying, C4, when she has the heart-shaped herb install. You can just dash around like crazy. And she's got some sick air game, like the stuff that Zeta was able to figure out with like the medium and heavy versions of Air Predator arts, but also Light Predator arts being really good to juggle it in the air. And even the heavy spear toss being able to catch. Like I was doing combos like that, and I would get the assist, and I'd get the slump, and I just had to figure out a way to chase down. And that heavy spear toss, very good at doing that. I like how you can play a fast character but also has some solid range, which is not really like something that you get with fast rushdown characters like that. You don't really get range, so it's kind of cool that Black Panther going to be able to have that. So I'm very solid with her going to be on my team. Her projectile assist, definitely my favorite of the assists. I mean, it's a fast spear toss straight ahead. I think that's, in my opinion, that's her best assist right now. So she's definitely going on the final team for sure.
I hear that 100%. Do you know what? I will actually just speak on her a little bit, just because part of what C4 was saying sort of was making me remember certain things I was thinking about. So one thing I'll say, right, is it is initially a bit weird when you press the unique button with her and nothing happens because the meat is empty. Like, I don't know if it's like they need to have some sort of visual indicator that like it's not working, or have her do something that's not particularly remarkable, but like maybe it might be more intuitive for something to come out, right? But
I like that.
yeah, but I will also say that I just think so definitely she's the Jill Valentine like function for me, right? I think like when it comes to the designs of the characters in this game, like it feels like a marriage of like Guilty Gear and of like Marvel, right? They're taking some of the legacy characters and they're like, right, how do we sort of arcicize them, or whatever you want to say, bro? How do you arc system? Do you know what I mean? How do you arc system works, TM? But like, how do you make it work where the two come together? And it feels like that's what's happening with this. It's like you've got the Jill Valentine in there, right? You've got some of the like the insane normals, like the sort of like sin based stuff. You've got some of the what was it people were saying? They were also saying Mai from Blaze Blue, right? Because she also has the spear. So like you've got a bunch of different things that are coming together in ways that are very interesting. I think even though I remember, you know, Zeno obviously isn't here, but Zeno was saying that he felt like the normals were quite stubby. But the thing is, what makes up for that is like her neutral H, right? Her 5H is just insane. It's utterly insane.
Yes.
And not only is that insane, but like her dash heavy is probably the most ignorant dash heavy I've seen in this game so far. Like I am all the way over there box dashing on the heavy and I've hit you, and somehow I can still follow up. It's like it's got so much range. It's just insane, right? And definitely I think. Do you know what? Bass Blessing, rather heart-shaped herb. I think it's making me think now, because it's really good, obviously, right? It's really fun. It's like clearly the dashes aren't free, the way at least most of us are doing it. I was doing naked dashes, and most of you guys were just jabbing me out of it. Most people were getting sort of punished, but when you were getting caught in certain setups, it was like very effective. But what it makes me think is that I think the 100-meter like cost of it is fine, but it does make me wonder about meter gain in the game. I feel like maybe we could get more meter gain and make it even more interesting. Do you know what I'm saying? Probably see some of those installs maybe a bit more frequently if we can. I don't know how people might think about how the meter feels in this game, but I wouldn't mind seeing it a bit more often because I feel like EX moves in this game are very useful, and if you want something like heart-shaped herb and you're playing the character on point, it might just be a case of you might want to just leave her in the back and have somebody who doesn't really rely on meter. Maybe it might be a thing where in your team composition you just have somebody who doesn't rely on using as much meter, and that'll be your sort of battery to then bring her out and then to use the heart-shaped herb. But as of right now, I feel like as we play the game more, we're going to be using meter a lot more, so maybe these installs will be seen less, which would be kind of tragic if you ask me. I think that'd be quite unfortunate. But I thought the character was she was fantastic. I think she's got a lot of potential. It wasn't the 8-way dash that a lot of Marvel fans, like Marvel players, when we heard about it, we were like, oh, we're getting the 8-way dash, but it's not really. It was not at all what we were expecting. Do you know what I mean? I think as of now, maybe the closest is like Iron Man, and even then, it's like not really, you know. So with that said, so what's actually no,
All right.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I like her quite a bit. She's definitely not a character that I'm going to end up playing because of similar to Zeno stubby buttons. I hate them. I hate all characters that have stubby buttons. That's why I play like Troubleshooter and DNF Duel, Warwick, and 2XKO. I like characters with big buttons. But I think her toolkit is really cool. I do like the aspect of like her being able to like convert off of anything if she has the Bass Blessing. So that's what like the fun of the character really does lie. But yeah, I'm pretty similar in about that. Without it, she doesn't seem as crazy, but it definitely is a very modern artist design where they want it to be good, but also tamed in a way that it doesn't feel like gotta have to guess every time this character knocks me down. They definitely don't want that aspect to be too oppressive with her. But from what they done so far, I think if you're somebody that's like very excited to play her, I think based off what you see, she pretty much translates in feel. So if you're excited based off of like how she visually looks in the trailer and how you think she might play, she probably more than likely will fit the character that you want to play.
Yeah, I feel like she, without the charges on Best Blessing, she feels more of I don't know if solid is the right word, but she might want to rely more on like her 5H, her box dash H, like that type of stuff. And then in bursts, she's allowed to be this type of character, like right, where she can
Yeah.
be breaking her ankles with like left rights, or you know those types of situations. And maybe initially that might annoy people. We'll have to see because the thing is that as we've seen, you can build that meter quite quickly if you get the space. I think if you're allowed the space, if you call the right kind of assist, maybe dangerous drill, maybe something that just takes up like maybe even Doom's Hammer of Dawn, the laser. Like if you can
Yeah.
get someone into block stun and then you can charge, then you know it allows you then the freedom to then go ahead and get that sort
Yeah,
of burst.
I think similarly it could, depending on how like rounding and stuff ends up, like how meter build overall in the game is, could make it feel better. But also, like you said, depending on certain assists, she could end up having routes similar to like how modern fighters is for some characters, where you have instances mid combo where you can like key charge in some routes for characters and fighters. I feel like depending on certain assists, like the Doom assist setup, I wouldn't be surprised if she could have setups where she can key charge while the Doom assist is going off
Yep.
to get the meter and then continue to extend off that way.
To me, I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think that's the type of stuff that I really do hope that they add more into this game because those types of like win conditions or like sort of mid-match conditions are also what made like Marvel vs. Capcom so great. And honestly, you can tell like they really want to like when it comes to the Marvel like name and the Marvel legacy, they really want to put it right. So hopefully they do add those types of things in because I mean right now they've got the Arxis Flare and the Arxis Quirks when it comes to the subsystems. So if we just like sort of get ways to implement that into neutral more, that would be even more interesting. Do you know what I'm saying? So SSK, what is going on? What are your thoughts?
Ooh, so I have a lot of thoughts
Nice.
and questions on this character. Playing her a lot, watching her a lot. Long story short, and then I'll talk about the rest of it. She feels like I think she's going to be like the ninja character of the game that a lot of people are wondering about. I think she will actually fit for ninja. I think like with her movement and like her dagger special move that you could kind of just mark as like kunai. She kind of like feels like somebody that like if you play Chip from Guilty Gear or you play like a Kali from 2S KO, she might be the kind of character you want. I think that because one of my homies was asking me like, "Yo, what do you think about this character strength in the game?" But it's kind of hard to tell for a lot of reasons, mainly because um this character is very, very, very movement heavy. Usually, movement heavy characters, uh, it kind of depends on a lot of factors because they can really be really strong or maybe not be too much, right? My whole thing about it is that usually when you have movement heavy characters, they usually have like squishy health. But I'm not sure if Tokon there are health differences, mainly because it's one health bar, and I wonder if health differences. I don't think health differences are gonna change in Tokon because of like how there's only one health bar, and despite you switching to another character, it's not gonna really like affect the health, right? Like some people might think, oh, you have like Penny or Hulk or I'm just throwing words Juggernaut on the same team, that's gonna make the health bigger, but I don't think that's gonna exist in this game. So I think the idea of a movement heavy character with like normal health is actually gonna be like really strong. So she and like I said, like what I showed off in my footage and what I seen other people's footage is like we weren't even doing like the crazy stuff for her. I wasn't even really understanding like what all of her movement options did. All I really understood was that her hop was like really good for like extending combos. It was good for like doing high low mid pressure, high low mix. I mean, right? Kind of like Matera and Grand Blue with the way how her hop works. It's exactly that same way. And so I don't know. I'm very curious about her strength because I actually think she's strong. I think like in my mind, but it could change depending on what we learn more about what she can do with her movement, what are the setups that she can do. Because for a character like that who can like not only like use those like dashes but can also dash into another dash, right? She can use them not only offensively but also defensively as well. So it's very one of those things where it's like you would have to wait until like launch or something to kind of like really understand what this character is like truly capable of with her thing. I like the key charge. I do. A lot of people were saying like obviously key charge is named for Dragon Ball, but I like calling it like the Order Soul charge from like Guilty Gear, because it's like literally the exact same kind of
Yeah.
like stance.
Stance.
Yeah, but she might end up being a character I play. I don't know, like she might. We'll see. But she was fun. I did have a fun time with her. I think like her, what was it? Her Kurosako back was like a mix. It was like the first one was like a mid, the next one was like a low, and then like the X one was a high. I like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. She's got some really crazy movement stuff, and I just want to see how she works at launch before I kind of like come up with my own opinions. But she's pretty good so far.
Yeah, and I think as far as the mix-up goes, right, it's like the medium one that has the low option. It requires assistance, so it's going to require like a charge of assemble gauge, while the EX version being the overhead, like you can just do it solo, which tends to be kind of consistent with the way this game has been. It's either like one option can be like fast, but it requires assistance for extensions. The other one, it tends to be like slower, but you can either do it solo or you know what I mean. It just tends to be, it has its perks, and then the EX version is like it has the speed of the light version, but with the solo extension of the medium. So like it seems quite consistent with what they're doing as of right now. Or they just sort of flipped it a little bit. So for sure, yeah. All right, Zeta Slow, talk to us. What are your thoughts on Shuri? Where did you get those combos? Where did you learn that? All right.
So
Yeah, that man whipped that bub on the fly.
hey, I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely
doing the crazy stuff.
It was nice. It was nice.
It was pretty cool. I'm kind of like, so I'm of two minds. I think I'm with SSK on that. I think that character is gonna be really strong because there was even stuff in post that I was looking at that I didn't see myself doing as much, and just because I wasn't as confident with the Bass Blessing jump going around places. Because like for those that don't know, and people were like getting on me in the comments, you can follow up every special move with that move specifically. So it follows up anything. Because even with the high-low mix, you can follow that move up with the Bass Blessing jump. And I wasn't doing that as much, but I feel like you could do a lot. And I thought about it, and I was like, after the Spear Twirl, I used assist. I could just literally just jump down there, and she can catch her own combos.
Yeah.
She could do her own routes off of like her own moves, which I think sounds really, really crazy in the long term of the character. I think honestly something that I would have wanted to kind of get touched on a little bit more would have been her Divine Right, because it's a pseudo kind of like DP get off me move, right? It's good, but it only builds one bar. So as C4 was saying earlier, I don't think her bar did enough for her to get her movement off, because it kind of de-incentivizes you moving as much when you don't have as much bar. But maybe that's for the better because you have multiple teammates. But overall, I did like her. That's who I played a majority of. I played her for most of my matches. I played her solo for most of the time too. So it does show that you can play that character solo. You can play some characters a bit more solo, and I think she's one of them for sure. Favorite move in the game with her, like that might be my favorite move in the game actually. The Spear, bro. Spear does everything. It like not only sets up like a block string on EX because it's like 3 hits, boom, boom, boom. You jump in there, it's like a free your turn type situation. I love stuff like that. You can combo it if you do a sweep into it, and then it can juggle it off of another spear. I like stuff like that. A lot of kind of where I got my combo, two characters that they already previously made. They made Master Roshi, who has the jump dash, and he has like 2 of the angles that she has in there. And then another one is Hazama, because he can pull himself back down and things like that for like left-right mix with the Ouroboros snatches and things like that. And I kind of like where they're going with this character, and I hope more characters are as in-depth movement-wise as she is. I want more moving characters.
100%. I think you'll definitely get some more moving characters. I think before the game's done, like more big bodies and more moving characters. I think are like kind of, and like a true. I mean, the grappler we have in the game is Kamala, right? Miss Marvel. And other than that, you got Storm, who does some light grappling. You know what I mean? Bit of tussling, but not really like, you know what I mean? She ain't really getting in there. So we're gonna have to see. Yeah. Nah, for sure. So with that said, yeah, I mean Black Panther, it sounds like a lot of us feel like, you know, she's getting a pretty strong character. We're not entirely sure where she's gonna sit in terms of the, you know, the overall strength of the game. We're gonna have to see. I mean, listen, and as listen, you guys, I don't know, is that the first time you've played the builds like in the way that it's like you play, you rotate, rather than playing the betas? Like, how did that feel? Like testing out and learning things like in that environment. Like it was tough, right?
I'd say it was like tough, but at the same time, you could like, I guess, think more. You know, you'd play for 10 minutes, figure things out. I remember with me at least when I'd start to unlock like Shuri's air game, like I could figure out, okay, I can do light predator arts in the air and it, like pushes her in the air, and then while in the queue, I'm thinking, okay, from there, what can I do next? Can I dash cancel off of that? Can I maybe catch an assist off of that? It was kind of like that sort of pattern where like you'd figure things out in the demo, and then during that time in the queue, you could kind of think about what you gathered, see what you got, and kind of figure out what's next. It's kind of like a good back and forth. I like that part.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's fair. That's actually very fair. And yeah, that downtime is actually good because yeah, you definitely can make adjustments and go back in and check your notes, see what you missed, all the rest of those types of things. So definitely. So yeah, I mean that's Shuri. Listen, I think she's gonna be a fantastic character. I think the things that we probably all collectively didn't really use that much was the daggers. Some of us didn't think the daggers were that strong. I think the daggers. I think basically the daggers' use is gonna be you hit them with the daggers and that'll be the lockdown, and then you can just go sort of into your left right. She seems to be able to hit you at sort of safe ranges, and then the Bass Blessing is going to allow her to dash in and create that mix up, right? So she's probably going to be someone who can pressure quite safely. I could actually see her being a character that a lot of top players would pick up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I found the use for the daggers, or at least for what I have found, was when I did like the down dash, and you would leap in the air and like fall for a bit. I found that doing the daggers would be like act as like an air stall, whereas like if somebody tried to anti-air or something, you could just start throw it down. That's like the use I found for it, at least. Yeah. But other than that, like I don't know. I think like there was definitely some of them that was like plus, some of them that was like punishable. So you know.
Yeah, my
But
my idea behind it is like on knockdowns, if you do since you can still do normal grounded assist call off of just normal jumps. My idea was that daggers being able to call and tag to your characters as daggers coming down, and if there's enough plus frame advantage, they gotta hold a setup there.
yeah.
No, definitely. I think there's a lot of potential and a lot of setup with that. Like it initially seems like it's not going to be particularly great, but then it ends up being like I think it'll end up being pretty strong. Like, and also she's one of the only two characters who has an assist that goes directly down. Like her air assist, not aerial, but her airborne assist, she does daggers as well. So it's like unique, she does daggers, and then airborne, she does daggers. And that, I think, the added benefit of her doing it as a projectile, right? Penny does the splash. Like that's she doesn't even put herself in danger, like per se, right? She does once she comes down, but not as the initial hit. So it's like somebody calling the daggers from the air and you have a projectile that goes directly down like that, I think is really strong, to be honest with you. I think it's really strong, you know? So definitely be interested to see how that develops and what else we can get out of that. So, yeah. All right, let's move on. Moving on. We talked about the latest build. I mean, have we talked about the overall like build of the game? Like, what are you guys like thoughts on this latest builds of the game, like compared to the previous ones that you played? Like, how does it feel? Like, we'll start with SSK.
I enjoy it more. Most people already know I've always liked Tokon ever since like when they dropped the first beta. I always mess with it. But this one, obviously, I mean, this is a lot of people's first time to experience the game since they made those new changes that a lot of people really liked. They addressed a lot of the feedback that people wanted. They made it to where you could basically pretty much use the assemble gauge to use your neutral assist during combos and pressure, and that really opens up a lot now because a lot of things that were not possible before, it's definitely possible now. And I already have like a lot of stuff in my mind that I'm just like mentally just like labbing, just thinking, yeah, this could definitely work now. And that's kind of just what happened every play session, right? Every time I just like played or just like talk to somebody, I'm like, yo, yeah, this can kind of work, or hey, this works. I really enjoyed that, um, because I feel like despite me liking Tokon before, I would agree in a sense that like a lot of offense and a lot of combos felt very samey. Despite like of course there was like creative stuff you could do with like um having like meterless ways to use your neutral assist during combos and stuff like that. A lot of the game did feel very samey, and now I mean seeing people be so happy and people that like I ain't talked to in a while or something like that that didn't play Tokon, but like they played it during the betas, but they didn't really enjoy it. But then talking to me saying like, "Yo, like this game is sick now. I'm playing your game." It's like, oh, you know, that made me feel happy because it's like, I feel like this game finally, there's some issues that it has that I'll like bring up later or make my video on it. But the game I feel like is at a state where it can be launched and people will be like fine with it and have their own thoughts and the developers can just go from it, right? And I think that's like really the most important thing for a Token is for them to kind of make sure that the foundation is really good. And right now it's fantastic. I love it.
For sure.
I love it.
For sure.
I need it in my hands
Absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely.
Cause somebody tell Arxis to bring it to me right now.
And talk to us.
Can I
Oh, go
comment
ahead.
on? Can I kind of spin off what SSK just said?
Go ahead.
And I want to like kind of drill it back to like give my general thoughts on Black Panther as well because it kind of relates to that.
Please do.
So I think Shuri looks dope. I'm also one of the people that is quite entertained by the fact that it's Shuri and not T'Challa. I think I know there's like a big debate going on there. I'm okay with it. I think it's good for the visual variety, and we've had T'Challa before. Is it like once or twice in the past in the fighting game? Or just once.
Once.
Right?
Once, yeah, in the CI.
I think Infinite was like his first one, yeah.
Yeah, Infinite.
Okay.
It was trash.
Yeah,
but
so
yeah,
once
it is
ain't
what
that
it is.
many times, but
Yeah.
and it was a trash on top of that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, once ain't that many times, but I think that it's still nice for the sake of variety. And I think her gameplay looks sick as well. I think she's probably going to be one of the characters that's going to be very if you're a tech bro and you're like super into setups and all of that stuff, like she's going to be a very entertaining sandbox kind of character to get your hands on. But I will say that like when I saw the trailer for her, I was excited. And then when I realized that Common Breaker was happening, I was also excited after finding out that she's in the build. So lo and behold, when I go to watch the gameplay, I did feel like what SSK was saying about how basically I felt slightly disappointed that I'm excited to see this character in action, yet when I see her in action, I'm reminded that a lot of I would describe it as like the rhythm of Tokon's combo system is quite monotonous. And I think that's going to bother some people more than others. And I think, unfortunately for me, it's bothering me more than it's bothering other people because it's just very, it's just quite samey. And it's like, here's this character with a spear. She's got a gun. She's got the ninja kunais. And then when I see her combos in action, it's like, okay, I'm getting like the 1-2-3 jump, 1-2-3 special ender, tag comes in, extender. And now, obviously, everything I'm saying could be completely nonsense once the game comes out and we get a lot more time with it. But I do think that it's not a good feeling to watch a trailer, to be excited for a trailer, to be excited for a character, to see a character with such like visual design flair, and then that visual design flair doesn't really show through in the gameplay, at least for right now. So I definitely want to kind of, and I also think that perhaps the screen freeze thing, I think this is contributing to this feeling. I would actually like to see a build like I know they've sped it up, but I would actually like to see a build where it's just completely gone, just so I can see how it looks or how it feels. because I think that the screen freeze thing is contributing to the overall feeling of the rhythm feeling kind of the same. And one thing I wanted to add as well was like I was actually watching some gameplay while you guys were talking. I don't know, I don't recall this being in the first beta that I played. What's up with the whole like every time you do something, you get like the UI in the corner saying what you did. It will say good, just, invincible, punish, overhead. Like it's just telling you what's happening on the screen, like what the interaction was. I don't know, maybe this is a more of a design nitpick. I just don't think it's necessary. I just think it just adds to like visual clutter, and it just doesn't need to be there because like practically you're never looking at that anyway. Like if you got a punish, you're not going to look at the word punish and say, oh shit, I got a punish, so I'm going to do my punish combo. Nobody's doing that. And for the spectator, like the spectator's not looking at the gameplay and they're like, oh wow, he got a punish, so now this is going to happen. Like you're just going to see it happen in the game. So I just think it's like a very it's like a remnant, it's like an old design remnant that I don't know why Arxis is hell-bent on keeping it there. It's like they saw the sides of the screen and they're like, the sides of the screen is too empty. We need to put text there. I know, let's put this stuff there. Like, it's not as egregious as Guilty Gear Strive. Like, Guilty Gear Strive is just, I don't know what's going on there, but
It's a Michael Bay
I don't know. I
movie,
don't know
bro.
what you guys feel about that, but that's, yeah, it's just like fucking impact font. What's happening? Yeah, those are my general thoughts. But I just wanted to kind of, I heard SSK say, like, talk about the combo sameness feeling still being there a bit, and I was worried that I was going to be the only one that felt that way. I was worried that I didn't go to combo breaker, I didn't play the character. I thought nobody else was going to have this position, so I'm glad that he said it, so I can kind of like, you know what I mean, say what I'm going to say and then hide behind him.
So to clarify, to be clear, when I say samey, I meant like before, obviously, right? Now, granted, at combo breaker, all of us, you know, we're not higher level players yet or anything. You know, we only had limited so little time to play the game. I've only been, as much as I've been in that goddamn line, I've only have like 2 hours of playtime. It was only 10 minutes, so you know, unfortunately, a lot of beta stuff was still muscle memory for me, unfortunately. So I you know, that was honestly the biggest thing I kind of regret is not utilizing a lot of the newer stuff in terms of like the unique assists and stuff like that, so I could kind of like showcase a lot of that. But you know, a lot of people understand that the content creators that went to that event, we're not going to showcase a lot of stuff that was new because muscle memories is still like crazy. People just want to watch the new game now and just see how things are. But yeah, I mean, like I would say the game has definitely improved from the sameness that I was talking about. When I meant samey, I meant like that's how it was before. Now it feels like there's a lot more variety, a lot more creativity that you can kind of do with. It's just, you know, I think it's just gonna have to get to a point where when the next
I agree. No, not to cut. I agree that there's more stuff to do, especially now that you've got like a lot more character. Like you got Penny, she's got a lot of stuff going on. You got Shuri. What I'm doing when I say sameness, I more so mean the feel. That's why I would describe it as like the rhythm at which you do combos feels samey because it doesn't matter if you're like a ninja-like character or you're a heavy-set character. It feels like the rhythm at which you execute things is quite samey. So I agree that like if like you're talking about the what you are able to do with the characters is not as samey as it was before, which I agree with. But I'm also talking about like the pace at which the game performs itself.
So before, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you can go. I think I disagreed with everything Charlie said. So
Yeah. Well, I was about to. All right. So look. So before I spun, was this the hot take? Because this guy was buffering a hot take from like 5 days ago. He was like, he's like, just so you know, come to podcast. I got a scorching hot take. It's volcanic. Magma's flowing out.
I didn't say it was volcanic. I just said I got some slight slander. So yes, this is the slight slander
Okay.
I was coming with.
Right. Yeah. So first of all, I'm gonna say this, right? So we'll start with the UI parts that you said in terms of you found it to be unnecessary. Just you could argue might be, but I think even just I think is useful unless you do it visually on the actual character, like make them flash white or something like that. But I think a visual indicator is definitely necessary. I think the thing about saying it's on the side and people aren't going to be reading it, the thing is that they color coded it. So them color coding it means that once you've read it once and you know the color of it, when you see the color of it, you're going to remember what it is anyway, right? The overhead low part is probably going to be at times for the player, but also for the viewer, right? So the viewer's going to see a hot mess of things going on. They're probably not going to know what's actually happening. that overhead part is probably a good visual indicator. It's also going to be good when you do some absolute nonsense mix-up, and instead of asking the guy, yo, where did that hit? And they just shrug. Now the game will tell you. You know what I mean? And it'll be good for replays and other things. And that was actually something that was mentioned also in chat. I believe it was by Speed Demon AJ in a YouTube chat. Said, I think that has value for replays because in FGs, especially tag games, knowing what opened you up can be hard to determine sometimes, which I actually agree, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it's more
Yeah,
of a
because I'll
more of a
admit,
reflection
I'll
than immediate.
yeah, because I'll admit when I made the Wolverine and like Magic video and like the Penny video, those like indicators help me so much to understand what's like an overhead, what's like a low, what has armor, what's invincible, so that like I could tell people that, because that stuff actually does help me. You know, it helps people. I mean, Grand Blue has it, and it's like it's not too distracting. I think once you're kind of too zoned in on a game. Like when I was playing, I didn't really like have like that
I
stuff.
didn't
Like
really notice it.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really notice it like that. It's not like it's perfectly there to the point where it's like it's not too noticeable. But if you're a newer player, you want to know, hey, is this invincible attack? Hey, is this, like you could kind of look there. It's big enough and seeable enough to be like, okay, like this is an overhead. Okay,
Right.
I should block high next.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I would say it's not noticeable enough. It's in the background layer. So any fireballs, any explosions, you actually don't see the text. And I told the person that when I went there, I was like, the big thing I disagree with Charlie is punish alone is paramount. If you bring out a game in 2026 and you don't say it's a punish, you've trolled. You've done a disservice to your game because spectators can't see frames. As soon as I see punish, I know that move's unsafe, and I know that move is fast enough. So you get, as a player, as a spectator, anyone, you get so much information from seeing the word punish.
Yeah.
The player understands, oh, I can't do this on block anymore. If there's no word punish, you don't know if you was trying to press the button, you got counter hit. Or the other person knows, oh, I pressed the button, I don't know if they try to backdash and I call it a backdash. You get so much information from just the word punish. I think it should be more noticeable. It should be in the forefront. It shouldn't be in the background.
So I agree with you. Like, my issue is not the individual reasons for why the words come up. My issue is that in the heat of the match, when they all start coming up, it starts to, like, I know when you're playing the game, you're not looking at the left and right of the screen like that, right? So you're not noticing it that much. But I just think from taking a step back and looking at it, when they all start happening, it just starts to feel like a little bit of unnecessary visual clutter. Although I agree with you that there is some practical use of knowing like what is being, what is punishable or what is like what the actual UI is trying to tell you. Like, I think individually it's fine, but it's when it starts to build up that for me it's like a little bit noisy, visually noisy.
I think
But that's like more of a design nitpick.
I think the good one doesn't need to be there. I don't understand what it's telling me.
It's because of technical input. So like if you're doing technical input, like I don't know what the difference is in this game, but I know like Grand Blue we had good for technical input, which scaled less, I believe, than simple input, right? That's what it did, yeah. And you kind of had to see like where that damage number came from. So you see good. Oh, they did this. They didn't use simple input.
Okay, I want that because I want to know what my opponent's inputting. Yeah, I actually want that. I thought it was useless because I'll do a fireball and it would come out every time. And I'm like, this isn't Sonic. This isn't Guile. I'm not doing perfect fireballs. Like, why are you telling me I'm doing a good job doing a fireball? That's the reason. Yeah, I want more text on the screen. I want my job as a commentator to be easier. I want a spectator to be able to watch on mute and understand everything that's going on. Especially if you're making it a game for like casuals and everyone to play. I remember the Tekken players said exactly what Charlie said. Because Tekken 8's the first time they've had the combo counter in a match where you can select it. And all of the Tekken players said to me, I said I can watch Tekken now. Because now I know where the combo stops. Because they've got strings, they've got like a 10-hit string where there's a gap in the middle. And I don't know if it's a 10-hit combo or 5 hits and there's a reset in there. And they said skill issue. I was like, okay, cool. Fine. If you don't want me to understand your game, then don't have any messages on there. Like, I think it's. I want more messages.
With the amount of visual noise in this game, I think it's very important to do because it was crazy. SSK did some BS to me where because SSK knows somehow. He's like, oh, this is spider. All right, bet. Let me go crazy. So I'm like, did I tech that? Okay, it says tech. All right, cool. We can go. We can do whatever we're doing now. Oh, I got hit overhead. Okay, all right, bet. You know, so it helps out a lot, especially as a player. And it also taught me that none of Shuri's moves, like not even like the kick, none were invincible. I was like, oh,
Oh,
let's not do that again.
You've got
Let's
Top of
not do
that,
that again.
armor. There's no armor
Her.
indicator. There's
there's
armor indicator in every game. So when I was doing Wolverine stuff,
no,
it
there's armor.
listed armor.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
it's,
Not
it's
There's
invincible.
no
armor.
indicator.
No,
There's no like
there's
different
armor.
color.
There's armor. It's green. It's
No,
the
no,
green.
but there's no color. When you hit Wolverine and he's using his armor, he doesn't go red or blue or anything.
Oh, I see. You mean on the
okay.
character
Yeah,
himself?
It's,
Right.
it's only a text that comes up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
text.
Yeah.
Visually.
If you and like Charlie said, I think like Chrome said about the colors. Obviously, after a while, I was like, if I see purple, I know it means armor. I associated the color with the text. I don't think the text is that intrusive. When there's like 3 things coming up, that jarred me a little bit. When he said goods, reversal, and armor, I was like, okay, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't need an autobiography about my character. Just, I don't know what they can do instead. You can't like, unless you do like
I think
Trump system and say, all right, get rid of goods. I don't know.
so. I'm looking at because I was curious to see how Street Fighter 6 does it, right? And it also has like punish counter. It's got like reversal and stuff. The key is that in that game, it's a lot more subtle. It doesn't appear. It doesn't intrude into the screen as much, and also there's more of a visual indicate. Like it's a mixture of the text comes up, but the visual impact on the character is more profound. Like the armor thing, right? Like you could like they just need to add like a visual armor indicator on the character, and then that would solve that problem. Even with punish, right? Like I kind of disagree. Like I agree that it's useful to have the information, but information doesn't have to only come by way of text. It could be a marriage between text and what is happening to the character on screen, and also sound. Like sound design is like
Agree.
it's like the secret hidden MVP of a lot of this stuff, right? Like if 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 somebody does a move and it whiffs and then they get counter hit and then there's like a very special unique sound attack flare that happens, you've taught the player and the audience that something like abnormal just happened. And then when you marry that with the word that comes up, then you've got like a well-designed teaching system. But if it's just text upon text, like I think that I just don't think it's the right way to go.
To counter that though, on the setups there was no sound. So a lot of the times when he was armored, I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, but that's a specific like scenario specific to you guys being at like a playtest in
That's
a
accessibility
big noisy
though.
event, right?
Yeah.
I would
For
say
everybody.
No, but you said you couldn't. Wait, you couldn't hear it because are you saying you couldn't hear it because the venue was noisy, or like in the game, if you had it on your own in your house, you wouldn't be able to hear
in
it
the
because
house you would be able to hear it, but on there you
Yeah.
can't hear it. And I'm like, just in case, if anyone else is doing something, you're on Discord, this and that, there's just noise going on anyway. So I think
or offline
the
tournaments
audio
where they don't have
visual is
headsets.
always great.
Yeah,
Yes.
or like I know like when I compete, I don't use in-game audio at tournaments. I listen to music and I just use visual indicators on screen when competing.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a clever idea to design around like let's design this game and make this feature be designed around how people will play it in tournaments. Like in terms of like that seems like it seems like you would want to design it
What if you're hard of
for it
hearing though?
to
That's what I was
what
saying.
if you're hard of hearing?
Accessibility.
Yeah.
But again, I think there is a way to have all of these things married together in a way that doesn't compromise in one area. Like I think you basically what I'm saying is you can still have the text. It just doesn't need to be as overlappy and as intrusive in a situation where
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff happening. That's
I
all
agree.
I'm
I think
saying.
I think a happy meme they can do, which is something that it kind of veers off of fighting games, but a game I played is Zenless Zone Zero on my other channel. A recent update that they did was that they added accessibility settings where you, the player, can pick and choose what you want to visually display on screen. So, like, if you're somebody that doesn't want the visual clutter, you can remove the clutter, but there should be an option where, like, there should be a visual representation somewhere else that indicates what's going on. So maybe they can add like a spark, like a red spark when you get counter hit
Yeah.
for a punish or something like that. And like you said, like with the armor, maybe change Wolverine that he glows slightly blue when you get hit by the armor, so that
Yep.
there are multiple options that allow the indicator to be there. And if you're someone that doesn't want the clutter, just have an option to remove it.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Like, I guess my this is the last thing I'll say. I guess my overall critique is that just having really large text is the lazy way to do it. The more like designer brain way to do it is like, how can we uniquely make this information available on screen without solely relying on text? And I'm not even saying they're only relying on text, but the way that it kind of largely flies in and lingers there for quite some time, it makes me feel like they weren't sure how to communicate this information gameplay wise. So let's just put letters there. And I think that's just a little bit lazy.
Can I get
Because
you?
there's plenty of other games that do that in a more visual way, that rely on the characters and the visual sparks and the sound effects in unison to communicate the information.
I would say they're bad games. But what I want you to do, obviously
Right.
not right now. Watch a match of Tekken 7. Watch it because they do that. You get different colored hit
Right.
sparks for punish and counter hit. But if you don't play the game, you don't
don't
know.
know.
And they have different sound effects
Yeah.
for punish, counter hit, and with punish and stuff like that. But if you don't play the game, you don't know. But you're saying they do it. So I would love to know how much of Tekken 7 you can watch and how much information you can get from just sound effects and hit sparks. I think it's really low. I think it's really,
Well,
really low.
but I'm not. But I'm not saying they should take away the text. I'm just saying that there's a way to make the text more minimal and more so. It's like, I feel like they should rely on the text, like 30% text and then 70% visual indicators of what's going on screen and sound design. It sounds like Tekken has zero text. Is that
From
right?
7, yeah. 1 to 7, they had no
Yeah.
text. Zero text. And
Yeah.
in 8, what Soul said is, I believe the player can decide to have the hit counter on.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
is good for online, but offline, someone has to win there, right? You can't. Yeah, offline is more of a, I don't know, like an issue. Where online, yeah, I'm sure it would be fair if I want all the text on my screen and you don't want any text. That it's fine to do that.
Yeah, I'm honestly
Yeah.
I'm surprised that there isn't. And maybe there is, and we just haven't paid attention enough. But I'm honestly surprised that there isn't maybe sound design for Tokon for those things, because it's in Strive, if I'm not mistaken,
It's in
where
there.
they have
It's in there
different
on the
sound
beta.
indicators for things that specifically what you do. And I know Strive is very big on text because of the whole counter hit thing, and that
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily
Madness.
we would want that specifically. I think it was cool in the beginning, and then it kind of got, all right, I'm tired of
Yeah.
seeing this on my screen now.
To be fair, they do have indicators for like armor, but not guard point. So like Leo's got a guard point, and there's no indication that you're hitting into a character that's not getting put into hit stun. I guess that's
Got
just
you.
legacy, which is a very bad reason. But counter hits definitely had all the counter hits have a different sound effect. Like the big
Yeah.
counter hit where everyone on your block knows you got frame traps, that stupid one, and the ones you do with like just light P, it's the
Yeah.
same sound effect but a little bit smaller. But that game doesn't
I
have
think
hit
there's a
spark.
visual effect there too. It's like a little red spark that happens. when you
There's a
hit.
red spark in it. Yeah, and I don't remember red sparks or any sparks in Tokon, and I don't think there was an insta block like white flash that you normally get in other
There
games.
isn't.
Maybe they've just not put it in the game yet. Maybe
Maybe.
they haven't put it in the game yet.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I
mean, sorry, go on.
no, you go. I was going to say I really like text. I'm an
Yeah.
avid reader apparently of TV screens, not books.
I will say this, right? First of all, I'm glad that you guys brought up Tekken, because I've played Tekken most of my life, but not at a high level. But I do always feel like high level Tekken visually is very unintuitive to watch. I always think it's like, it can be exciting, and they're attempting to with Tekken 8. I mean, they've attempted with all fighting games of this generation to turn them into blood sports, where they just want people's head to get caved in, and that's very easy to understand visually, right, at the expense of the player. But like, yeah, I don't think it's actually very intuitive. I also think that even though I want to agree with Charlie, and I have in the past, right, like back in the day, we used to say on like forums, we used to be like, oh, Half-Life is has like a perfect tutorial because it just shows you everything visually in game and has it become intuitive, right? Rather than say go left, go right, go left, go forward, right? But I do think that assuming, the intuity, I wonder if that is a word. I have to look that up.
Intuition.
Well, intuition, I guess you could say intuition. I for some reason I felt intuity was also like a word, but yeah. Assuming intuition, I think is not. I don't think it necessarily works, especially if you're because obviously we have the commentators right to explain what's going on. When the commentators aren't there and people are just playing or just watching the game, they also need to know what's going on. And I think that the game does need to sort of give them that idea. I think, like C4 is saying, that like the flashing white or the different things or the sound design, which obviously things like Marvel has and has fantastic sound design, right? It also has great UI design in the sense of like, I don't even have to listen. I could play and just listen and I could hear whenever the assists are coming, or I could just play it and just look at the portraits darken and know when they're coming, which also does happen in this game, right? Which is, I think, is good design. But yeah, regardless, I also am on the side of C4, and I think it's a good idea personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think it's all a balancing act, right? Like closing thoughts.
Go
For me,
for it.
it's just all a balancing act, and I think that for a game that's already as busy as Tokon with 4 characters on each side, I think it behooves them to be very careful about how they decide to lean into certain aspects of information, because ironically, you like some of you guys are saying that, well, they may have did the text thing to serve the newbie or to serve the audience, but in a weird way it could have the adverse effect where so much text on the screen on top of everything going on could actually make somebody like not interested or push them away or be like, there's just too much, my face cannot keep up with what my eyes are trying to tell me, you know what I mean? So not to say that will definitely happen, obviously it's going to be a case by case basis, but ultimately what I'm calling for is more so just a case of let's be careful, or I think they should be careful with what they're doing basically.
Right.
But you know, I'm in the minority here, so clearly it might not be that much of an issue.
Also, thank you. Yeah, intuitiveness does work. And also to answer that question from Far earlier, Shuri's unique assist is her daggers. She just does the daggers on the ground. So just daggers are unique and also does daggers in the air. Any thoughts from you guys before I get on to the next topic? Because I do want to just blitz through and at least get the start of one of the topics so I can get C4's opinion on one of them before he goes. So
real quick, when Charlie said about the combos feeling or seeming samey in terms of rhythm.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of people said that in the comments. I'm gonna say they're doing that by design, so there's not a big discrepancy from playing one character to another. I think there's enough of a difference. Like when I do Spider-Man combos, it's way quicker than when I was doing Wolverine combos. Way quicker. And when I was playing Kamala Khan, it was a little bit slower. Like there's gradients, but there's not like in Marvel 3, you could Ray's whole thing, like why people can't play Magneto, right? There's no like Magneto to Deadpool. There's no, at the moment, there's not that drastic difference in how to play 2 characters. But I think it's small enough that you can pick up one and go, you know what, I could learn this character. Where in Marvel 3, you could play Ryu and then pick up Steve Viper and go, yeah, no, I've got a job. I haven't got time to learn this character. It's a wrap.
But C4, do you know the other thing as well? Sorry, real quick, is that the both of those games have got, well, like Marvel 3 has got Magic Series. And at the start of Marvel 3, I remember like sort of pre-release, people were doing Magic Series and people were like, oh, the game's a bit easy and it's a bit this and that. Like, I remember a lot of those complaints. And once the game came out, it became like a hot mess in a great way, in a beautiful way. You know, I think that this game is so insanely dense that like, obviously we have one of the hardest jobs that is only realized after you play it and then you see comments, right? Is that we have to make the game look like we can play it to its fullest potential with all the tools. And this game has an insane amount of tools, right, at its disposal. Like the thing that SSK said earlier about like it's great that they expanded the assists system, right, so that now you can use those neutral assists in combos is actually really important because all of these mechanics are like this sort of tug of war, right? They've all got limited amounts of thread and they all need to pull on that same amount of thread and get an equal share, because if they don't, right, then you're going to have like a patch where, oh, well, only tagging is good, right? And then you're going to have a patch where, oh, only assist. Like, so it's better for them to start off and have it all sort of be, you know, quite strong in that regard. So sorry, so you were going to say something?
I was going to say, I think the sameness or like the rhythm of flow is just something that a lot of modern games are just gonna kind of have, because like C4 said, they want players to just kind of be able to jump in and be like, oh, as soon as I learned like the bare basics of this character, I can translate that to the next one and at least have some form of starting point. But I believe Tokon is the changes that they made should allow characters that once you optimize and start learning like using the unique aspects of the characters, that's where the rhythm starts to break up. Cause like for instance, even in like the beta, I started to notice that like the the rhythm of like how you would go for like combos with Ghost Rider was definitely a bit different in like in comparison to Star Lord because Ghost Rider's thing of like being able to implement his flame carpet on the ground, that's a very long animation in comparison to like a lot of other character animations in the game. So like how his pacing ends up taking a shift in comparison to others. And I know it's just kind of relate to another game that I play a lot with 2X. 2X, in my opinion, was pretty similar. Where like if you use the very basics of every character in the game, the pacing is pretty similar across the board. But once you implement like the unique aspects of characters like Echo and you compare it to like a Warwick, their pacing, their rhythm is much different once you start utilizing the different aspects of their kits. And I think the same thing will basically translate to Tokon once we get more hands on with the game.
Agree.
There's a video. I'll try and find it for Charlie. It's like a really good video by Clayton, and he talks about how BlazBlue really defined like having a unique button, where yeah, everything else feels the same. Every attack button, every special feels the same, but the unique button is what makes every other character feel different. And when Charlie's talking about the sameness, I'm like, yeah, because there's no fly inputs. Like characters have fly, but in Marvel 3, there's fly inputs, and that changes your combo routes drastically, and especially like the speed of it. The game doesn't really have that, but the unique button is where the difference and the timings of characters' combos can change. But I don't disagree with what Charlie's saying. I just think they do it on purpose. I think it's
Oh
intentional.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's good or
Yeah.
bad. I'm not quite sure yet. I think it's kind of neutral. I think it's
So
amoral.
I think so too. I think they're following the mantra of like the time to kill type thing. You know what I mean? And I was like, even noticing that when I was editing, I was like, all right, how long do I need song track? 5 minutes? Okay. How long do I need to make the song track? 5 minutes. Okay. And I was like going kind of across the board, and I'm like, we got 10 minutes to play. And I was just thinking, I was like, how many matches did I usually get in? About 2 matches every time, close to, give or take. And I was like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like, yeah, they're kind of building around a rhythm not only for tournament efficiency, but also for the amount of gameplay you can get within that time period too.
That man definitely want to
Yeah, I
speed
think
up. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
it'll only feel rough if it remain like how it's played now and how like the rhythm is now. If it remains that way, I think it'd be rough because that's kind of and this might be kind of wrong to say because it's been a while since season one of Fighters, but I think like looking back on season one of Fighters, that's kind of how it was that the rhythm kind of
Yep.
stayed that way, but they course corrected later on to fix it. And I feel like now they're kind of at the stage where like, all right, we understand what we did with the previous tag game we made. Let's not run into that issue to start. And then if we want to make further adjustments to expand, we can later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, there was like times where, like, there was one specific instance I was doing a Star Lord combo, and it did like 45% with just him by himself, and I was like, okay, so there's actually like stuff in here we're not doing at all. So that was like the ray of hope right there. I was like, okay, so we're just not doing nothing yet because we're not using walls like crazy. I know C4 is like the only one I played that had some type of wall interaction idea, and it was like really
Yeah.
really cool to see. So
We were hella unoptimal. We were
Bro,
hella unoptimal.
oh my
Like, you get
gosh.
so much wall splat time.
You got bounce, you have wall hit. Yeah.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
unoptimal. But the scary thing is like MVCI, where a B&B does like 5% less damage than like the hardest Marlin Pie combo. And I used to dislike it, but I grew to like it because I've got shit execution. I've got really bad execution. So it favored me to be like, oh, as long as my neutral's good, I can hang. Where in other games, when execution determines how much damage you can get, you can have the best footsies, but if you get hit once by a combo demon, you lose. So, yeah. I think it's amoral. I think it's just a difference in how to promote different skill values. But yeah, I don't want it to be ABC launch, ABC knockdown, call assist, ABC launch. I don't want it to be like that. I don't think it will be.
Oh, yeah,
I just think we're just not optimal yet.
Listen, like no one's even tagging during their combos. Like once you start throwing in
Yeah.
tags during their combos, it's just gonna change everything. Like if you look at the fact that Zeta was doing the spear into spear, like that alone, you could just look at that for a bunch of other characters, right? And say, boom, like if you were to just tag in that character, the move you tagged out of has given enough time to set something up. From there, you can then do different. I think like. Magic series in these games has always been the beginning, not the end, which is why I'm never concerned. I'm never concerned. Like, people will find more than enough stuff. The game has given you more than enough tools to build, and you're going to build. So I think we're going to be absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean?
A slight reason to be concerned,
Go for
and
it.
I should have said this a bit earlier. When Charlie spoke about it, I remembered now. They did buff doing launches. They made it so you build up less of your combo meter with air combos. So they do want you to launch. They do want you to do ABC launch.
Yeah,
So
I hear
because they're saying, oh, if you do this route, you get more of a combo. So they're like, oh yeah, we want you to launch so you get a longer combo.
Yeah.
So they are kind of steering us in that way. It doesn't mean we have to follow it. There's obviously going to be ways to break it and manipulate it. But yeah, they do want you to do air combos.
I hear
They do
it.
want you to do that.
So Speed Demon AJ as well says also we've not seen how the stylish system will take effect when it comes to optimizing damage by not repeat using moves. Yeah, the same move proration stuff on the stylish. I'll be honest with you, I think I forgot to even mention it to them, and I'll mention it at Evo. They told me it's a back end thing, and I'm just like, you're good at you've tied your hands by telling people that name of that system. Now you got to like do some smoking six style thing on the screen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like people want it, so it's gonna have to be time.
It's Arxis, bro.
Style combo.
Yeah,
They love their proration. I like it, but it's so convoluted. It's like a Kingdom Hearts storyline, bro. Like when you get to do like proration, it is a bit like, yeah, you can use this move. It'll do better scaling than this one, but if you use it twice in a combo, it's gonna slash it. Yeah, it's so stupid. But it, for me, what it does is it makes games seem closer. That's the whole point of it. In Guilty Gear Strive, anyway. That's why you have like defense modifiers, HP values, guts. It's so everyone gets closer to the magic pixel. That's what they want every game to go down to magic pixel.
Yeah.
So they mess around with damage values to get that kind of determination at the end.
I also will say that it kind of, because like to me they still haven't solved this quote unquote issue of like, having a reason to tag, and to me that does add a reason to it, because if you're saying that like even though it's the same motion, if me switching to a second character doesn't trigger that proration value to happen, then I have more of a incentive to tag to my other teams. 'Cause that means they can result into bigger damage within my combos. So I do like it there, which is where I think the game is going to go. I think month 1 we're going to be one character and 3 assists for like the whole first month for most people, and then probably by month 2, 3, that's when the game's going to expand. Everybody's going to start tagging more, and that's where we actually see like where the game is going to go.
So I promise you, the winner of CEO is going to be Wolverine plus 3 assists.
Literally.
I put money on it.
Literally.
I might bet that too.
It's literally gonna be the first week, bro.
It's such a sure thing. I think the odds are gonna be dog shit. Like I think everyone's gonna be, the bookies are gonna be like, yeah, we know, bro, we know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way, man.
No.
He's gonna just roll.
I know that's what I'm doing. Look, I'm
Wolverine
labbing Magic. I'm labbing Magic, and I'm learning everything that she can do with the 3 assists. And like, all right, maybe in about 3 weeks or so, I'll figure out what Doom doing.
No,
Magic's a lab character, bro. She needs some time to cook.
100%.
She needs some time to cook.
And I think that's why in a way like the system is genius as well, because it allows you to sort of like learn all these characters at your pace, where before you tell somebody for Marvel 3 you have to learn 3 characters, they're like, all right, bro, I'll learn 3 characters. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they love the idea of a team, but they don't love the idea of playing a team. And this gives them the idea of like, you know, playing a team without playing a team.
I hated learning Strider so I could have Vadra. I hate it so
There
much.
you go. There you go.
Vadra, but I had to learn Strider.
There you go.
I had to learn Ouroboros confirms, bro. I hated it, but
Yeah, I think
I
that's
needed
like
to make a team.
I think for the most part, like people love the beauty of tag games because bigger roster, more characters. I get my favorites in the game. But once you actually have to sit down and learn the tag game, that's when people are like, it's too much. But yeah, I think the idea that they came up with for this game is definitely. I said at the beginning, it's either going to be the reason why this game is successful, or it's going to be the reason why people aren't going to like it. And I think it's because they have to find a great balance of doing the in between. Because originally for me, with how the assist thing works, I was like, this ain't a tag game. But I see what you're trying to do. But now they opened up, I'm like, all right, I'm fucking with it. I can, I'm seeing,
I
I'm
was gonna say
seeing
real
the
quick,
vision
last
now.
honestly, last thing. When Charlie said about the tagging having a slowdown, you're in good company because Ali Yoon said he
Yeah,
wants to see the game
I was gonna
without the
say the same
slowdown as
thing.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ali Yoon said I
I'm
want to
not-
see it with no
Literally,
slowdown.
you're
I'm
the
like,
only two
respectfully.
people who I've seen say that you don't want to slow down.
Yeah,
Which
I would like to see
I
it.
think it's
But I'm
fine
not
gonna like it
personally. Yeah.
But I'm not saying it will 100% be better. I'm just curious to see what it would look like or feel like temporarily. Just so we can compare, and then we can say, okay, actually no, the slowdown is better, or actually yes, the slowdown being gone is better.
If you're under 20, it's probably good, but I'm old, bro. I need to slow
I
down.
was say,
I need to see
the
the mix
vertical,
happen, bro.
the verticality, like, because when you get up there at the top of the screen just snaps down. I'm like, oh nah, bro, that would cook me
I'm getting
every
vertigo,
time.
bro. My brain,
Like,
I need to
oh
slow
my
down.
god,
I need to slow down.
you
But yeah,
coming
the
up
game
here
might
and all
look
of a sudden
cooler
goes,
without it. Could do.
it could.
Okay, let's get because
So,
I was
sorry for the tangent. That was I didn't expect my commentary to go into that whole like 45 minutes.
it was
Good question, bro.
it was a really good topic, and the only reason I would, you know me, bro, I would love a 5-hour podcast, but the only reason I'm not trying to do that is because C4, I know C4 what's the go, and I wanted to get some of C4's thoughts on the next few topics because I think they're very important. So if
Okay, we can speed run. So
oh, interesting.
I don't waste everyone's time.
Nah.
Speed run.
Well, okay, well, all right. Let's. Well, what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with? Do you have a defense problem, or do you want to talk about? Well, the other one was create a strongest team, which is gonna sort of require. It's gonna require you to look at the. Do you know what I mean? Like the sort of the screen and do a bit of. Actually, you could just tell me it like off. You know what I mean? Off the top of your head.
Create the strongest team.
Basically,
Yeah, I can do that. I answered a little bit in chat. I think I was talking to Zeta in one of the discords. I could be biased, like my MVCI bias, but I don't think it's going to be a case of like battery, mid, anchor. I think the idea is that you have a beam assist. Your beam assist is going to be very important. Then you have two characters in the middle, in position wise. You want to have two characters that have good, what's it called, vertical or DP assist, basically. Because they're the ones you're going to be tagging into from assists more often than not. Because I don't know, they need to do something about it, but DP assist not getting hit sometimes on the way in is very toxic. Like this game is going to be frame trap galore.
They need it.
Super.
They need it.
They need to do something about it, bruv. Because Penny's going to come in, swing her arms.
She needs it. She needs it.
Get 50%.
She needs it.
And all because you thought it was your turn. That's the only reason it's going to happen. You thought I could just press jab because they did something minus 20 on block. Anyway, I think you want two characters that you switch back and forth from. So they're kind of your point characters. They're the two characters that you fight all the time with. And then you have your last characters, which you're unique. I would say you want that to like either create robbery like Doom Assist or steal turns back like Captain America. So it's kind of like two characters, right? One really good beam assist and a unique character. And then obviously, depending on the matchup, you might swap into your beam assist. Like, I don't know what matchup Star-Lord wins, but I can always swap into Star-Lord if I need to, or into Cap at the moment for a bad matchup.
It's a good thing that you said that because I am going to ask you to provide me with characters. If you just give me one moment, I'm going to get up the Marvel Tokon tier maker, and we're just going to put some names on there and just do it like that. But basically, chat, also make sure that we can be heard. I'm sure you can hear me, chat. If you can hear everyone else, just let us know that you can hear them. Just as a, you know what I mean? It's definitely always helpful. So while that's happening, so I'm going to just put C4, right? And I'm going to throw some characters on there, right? So it's quite annoying that you can't duplicate. You can't duplicate these, can you? We'll have to work that out. But anyway, I'll just save each version. So tell me your shooter, your aerial.
Okay.
Your
so my
unique
personal team.
Yeah, so you gave a lot
I
of
think my
really
team's
good.
broken, by the way. I'm gonna say it straight up. I think my team is broken.
I agree, by the way, and I am going to be putting like Star-Lord into shooter, just FYI. But anyway,
Yeah, he's the best
That shit's
shooter
cracked.
assist by far.
By far, right? By far.
It's
Yeah.
I've been, bro. Check the tweet. I said this in beta. I might have said it in beta 1. I
Get
said
a
this
load
in
of
beta 2.
receipts over here,
I
bro.
said it, bro. I said this, and
Everybody
like,
in my
freeze
comment
gun.
section was talking about that team, man.
Everyone was talking about freeze gun. I was like,
cracked,
okay,
brother.
you keep using that. So yeah, shooter, Star Lord, not even close. Country mile. I think in terms of fighting, like as like a point character, I think Wolverine and Spider-Man are really strong. I think Wolverine's a little bit better. I think Spider-Man is he's more committal and he can get punished if he doesn't make the right read. Wolverine can just always he's always got a derpy option afterwards to keep himself safe. He's got armor. Like, he's got armor and you can always use an assist to keep him safe. Whereas Spider-Man, there's a lot of things you can't call assistant. So you can't call assistant zip. So if you miss a zip, you're over. And down zip on hit is punishable. They can just hit you with raw launch if you do down zip on a grounded opponent. So I'm just like, I needed to stop playing him in the beta. He's a bit risky. But I also think, actually, you know what? Spider-Man, Wolverine, Magic has the most ignorant buttons, bro. The most ignorant buttons.
Pillar,
Yes, sir. That's what we love.
Pillar, that thing crazy.
That's what we love.
Come on. So what?
Swingers.
So where you putting Magic?
I'll do Wolverine, Magic, Spider-Man on for point.
Wolverine, Magic, Spider-Man for point. Okay, so you want to pick?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but if you had to pick, I'll give you one more point, but really I want to just give you the 1 point, the one unique, the one aerial, and that's like what you think is the strongest team. So like, let's say if you had to go right now, do you know what I mean? Like you got Goichi in pools, and you're like, right, I need to just, you know what I mean? I need to get it done.
Low key, I'm putting Kamala Khan as my aerial assist.
Okay.
Yeah, Rising Lariat is kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That's a broken word. Yeah.
It's very. You know what? The reason I think it's slightly better than Penny's, but I haven't tested it, is if someone jumps over you, Kamala's still hitting you. Yeah. She's rising Hagar, bro. Rising Hagar.
Rising Hagar. You know what is? Yeah, she is actually. I think she's. One second. Let me just switch between the two. But yeah, I think she's strong. I think Penny's assist is like very much like Ghost Rider's, right? It's like Ghost Rider's aerial. They both have very similar angles, similar hitboxes, but I definitely think I don't know what it is about Kamala's arms. Like she be stretching. You know what I'm saying?
And a big thing on why I'm gonna play this team unless some other character helps me is I think Wolverine loses to Doom, but Kamala does really good into Doom. She can punch through the shield. Same way Ghost Rider can chain through the shield.
Yep.
But shield, when I played King Jobbers and he played Doom on point. Bro, I'm glad I didn't get recorded. My Wolverine was trash, bro. I couldn't get in. He just did shield in neutral, and I'm like, I guess I just have to wait. Like, horrible matchup. But Kamala Khan's really good there. And unique assist, I'm probably gonna go with Cap for now. Just Android 17 assist, bro. Everyone freeze and wait for Captain to come off screen, bro. Just have to respect
assist, man.
So unique Cap, yeah. Right, so,
and if you don't interact with him, he turns into a projectile, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking.
They gonna nerf that a few times.
Nah, they already nerfed it once.
Keep it, bruv. Keep it.
They gonna leave it alone for now. But that first patch after release, they gonna nerf.
They can leave it. I'll use it. And if they nerf it, I'll move on. But either way,
they gonna do that, man. Like Roshi.
I'm gonna play against it. I know Mr. E was playing that, and it's such a really weird like turn stealing move. I don't know. I'm used to it because of Dragon Ball, but it's not fun. It's not fun to fight against.
Oh no, that's the point.
All right. So C4's perfect
for me,
team.
I think Cap is better, but I know a lot of people like Doom. They like aerial laser beam for mix.
I tell you what, I'll give you one reserve because you were so out of a low. We'll just say reserve. But really, that's the one team. But I'll give you one reserve. Go on.
Yeah, Doom. Doom.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd play Doom. I was thinking Doom or Iron Man, but Iron Man, I tried it one match, and you literally see Iron Man assist come out when he does the rockets. You've got 20 minutes, bro. You got more time to jump away from him than we had at playing on the stations, bro. It's so slow, bro. So it's just not.
Yeah, that move is only really good for like neutral or like if your opponent is in the air, you can kind of like just trap them down.
Mhm.
Not really like a Oki. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
if
one of
someone
those things
super
where it's like
jump
it's
or the
complete
double
ground
jump,
coverage, so it's not bad. Yeah.
yeah, you have to like track your opponent so much. It's too slow to counter assist call. So if you call Iron Man the unique, I call Star Lord and I've got the normal laser beam, you get smoked like as the counter call. It's too slow. And like SSK was saying, you have to wait for all my jump options, then you call it, and then you kind of get you win neutral in that sort of situation, right? Because they have to fall into it. But if you do it while they're grounded, they just jump and nothing happens. They don't track well enough. So yeah, but
Yeah.
Doom, you've got to do something. When you see the red light, you have to do something. So
I think that Hammer of Dawn, to be honest with you, like in my mind, I could use it for, like I could zone, like for example, Danger, I could throw out the satellites and then the calibrates and I could start to zone, and that sort of added threat of like it slowly coming towards you is gonna make you worry, because if you allow that thing to block, like then I'm gonna be doing what? I'm gonna shoot calibrate and then I could maybe do the 50-50s alongside another assist, or I could then dash in and start doing my hover dash high lows. Like there's a bunch of different options I could do, and I think she's going to give a lot of time. But I think definitely, kind of like the way hidden missiles was in Marvel 3, people just initially picked hidden missiles because they're like, oh, this is very strong. But if you play hidden missiles with like Wolverine, it's like, well, you can't cover it, right? And if people can't cover it, then it's going to be a bit of a problem. But if you then go into like a character like a Penny Parker, a Danger, a Star Lord, do you know what I'm saying? Characters that can then cover, then it's going to become definitely more of an issue, and it's going to be much more interesting. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely interested in seeing how this one how that assist pans out. But yeah, okay, all right, yeah, you gave us a team, the ultimate team. So everyone, yeah, day one. If you want to know,
that's the top 18.
nah, let's go back. Day one, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Oof. Shooter assist. I'm sorry, the shooter assist is absolutely broken, but yeah, as we already said. And aerial, there you go. Kamala Khan, unique there for Cap, and point is going to be Wolverine. He wants to go full James Howlett, bro. He wants to go straight, just back scratches. It's going to be nasty work.
Bro, that's what I want.
I respect it.
Because I can go. I can do the last one really quick.
Sure.
Do we have a problem with defense? My hot take is, I think the problem with defense. Actually, no. I think there's a problem with offense. So defense is lacking. I think throws are way too strong. I would like them to do a Grand Blue situation. I think Grand Blue have done throws really well, and I think it would be good in this game because at the moment, having no indication when someone's walking up to hit a button or to throw because it's inbuilt with the throw is super stupid. Super stupid. I don't know if I said stupid to the lady, but I should have. It's actually really dumb. I just don't like it.
You know what it is? It's the BB tag.
It's so bad.
But don't make it rising throws though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, remember Beta Rising throws?
I thought you were about to say tech buttons. So I said, nah, I don't want that. I do not want no tech buttons.
So the reason I want that, because if you watch the matches, it probably doesn't just happen to me, but you can't jab out of throws. Like the throw just eats your button.
Throws sweeps everything, bro.
Rather, if I press the button, because how Grand Blue works, if I press the button and I get thrown, it can sometimes class it as a tech, but it's a bad tech. So like a late tech. Well, not a late tech. It would be a bad tech. So the thrower still gets advantage. In a team game, I think that's fair. I think that's fair that you still get advantage. And to tech, like to neutral, I have to tech with throw. But that's my hot take. I haven't really thought it out. I just hated that buttons were getting devoured by throws. I hate it.
I dropped that game like a heartbeat if they do that shit. I dropped that game so fast if they did.
To me, I can definitely see it because I truthfully hate the idea of a throw having a run tied to it. Bro, if you throw it's stupid. So I could kind of entertain the idea of tech buttons because that exists with the throws, but it's like a thing that I would like to see how it plays out. But I know something like that, if they implement it, I don't imagine them taking it out if people don't like it. That's like a very drastic change.
It's in 2 games too.
I think if anything, they should just make those slower in that sense, right? Like, cause in vanilla Grand Blue, and don't mean to talk about Grand Blue over and over, but like, because right now the situation with Rising is that throws they made them way more faster, way more longer, and not only that, but you can actually mash attack throws. So throws are just overall just very strong in that game. But in vanilla, throws weren't really too fast. You could kind of mash out of them if you really expected them, right? It was a very fair situation. So if they made them like vanilla's Grand Blues, where it was very fair, I'd be cool with that, right? You wouldn't feel like your buttons will get thrown or something. Like I felt that way with Guilty Gear Strive, for example. Some anime games really have it where throws are just extremely fast. Not a huge fan of that, but I respect it. But you know, I like that about vanilla Grand Blue was that like you could actually manage that kind of chaos in that situation where like your buttons are getting thrown, but like in vanilla you could actually, mash, to like beat the startup of a throw if you expected it, which I thought was, it was cool a little bit. But like I still want to be able to shimmy somebody. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I feel like, you
ain't shimmy that with this
feel
run
like
up.
Nope.
Well-
got someone knocked
well-
out, you walk back, you're getting
well,
grabbed,
you still can shimmy because the run up only happens like the run up stops automatically if you're point blank to somebody.
Yeah.
It's not like a set run up somebody does. If you're point blank on somebody, the throw is gonna happen. That's why like if you backdash, the throw will whiff because
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
at that point the throw is automatically gonna happen. That's why I said shimmies can work in Tokon.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the run up throws is only gonna be for like when you're the one that's throwing somebody, you're trying to walk up to them and do it. But also like some characters have like different walk speeds of throws. Like I know Danger, she walks when she throws. She doesn't do like a dash.
Her throw is terrible.
So does Doom. Doom also
Yeah,
does that. Doom
you'd have
and-
to,
Oh yeah, 'cause
like,
he
be
doesn't
mentally-
have a run.
Yeah, neither of them have a
Yeah,
run,
she
so
has
they
to
have to
cover.
walk. They have to
Yeah.
walk and throw you. Yeah.
Yeah, your opponent has to be mental stacked like hell to really like make that throw work. So
Did you notice SSK? Yeah, before I redirect C4 back to some of the points. Yeah, did you notice that I kept saying during our set, I was like, "Wake up!" I just kept doing "wake up" for basically every time I wake up, I was like, I was near the wall. I was like, nah, I'm throwing you. I'm sorry, like, because to me that's like my best defensive option. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's very. That's why I said throws are very fast in this game. That's why they can beat out
I wonder are they
a
the
button
same speed
sometimes
as
if you
lights?
don't time around.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said, I wonder are they the same speed as lights? Like, are they 6
That's right.
frames?
They're
Ooh, I would like to know
close.
that, yeah.
I imagine they're like
close.
probably. I imagine they're
And it's like
maybe
the
like
second or
4
third
or
game I
5.
don't
I was
play.
thinking 4 frames. Yeah, I was thinking 4, but I wasn't gonna say
Man,
that
I
number.
hope not.
I was thinking it was 4. It felt like it.
Yeah.
I hope
Shit,
not.
if they beating out attacks like that, sometimes they gotta be fast.
That's like
Because you can
mine.
tick. You can tick it insanely. Like that's
Yeah.
what I was doing. C4. I was like, oh,
That's
we're not
like
getting up with no arm.
That's my main. Well, it's not because I don't think we found a situation where you can't combo off a throw in this game, right?
No.
Oh yeah, that's like, cause that's like my main thing. Like I know I bring up 2x a lot, but that's my main hate with that game is that it's the same speed as a light, and I'm like, bro, if I see you about to throw me, let me jab you out.
So
Don't eat my light because it's the same speed.
so
I want you to jump though.
throws are they're soft knockdown now, right? At one point, I believe they were hard,
Yeah.
and now they're soft
Yeah.
knockdown.
Yeah. They used to be hard.
So
Oh, okay.
So on the hard knockdown, I think if they had an assist that like OTG'd, you probably would get a situation where you can go off for throws. You may still be able to get that situation because the way that this game treats assists and other things on the screen is like MVCR, where it pauses time. So like it will pause time. Like I remember calling an assist, either I threw or I got thrown, and then the assist was still going after that, and it literally was like it just waited. And I was like, "Oh shit, is that what they're doing in this
That
game?"
was our match. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that. I do remember that because we were like, "Wait, is he supposed to still be there?"
Mm-hmm.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So it might be possible. You know, it might actually be possible.
So do we know if back throws are soft knockdowns too?
Yes, they're not
They
soft
all were. I
knockdowns.
think they're all
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
same
think-
thing.
Yeah.
Same animation, isn't it?
I think every time I threw somebody, they went through the walls. So I don't
No,
remember.
it's just,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a
Different
soft
animation, I believe.
knockdown. Like I remember just every time rounds start, I would go for a throw, and it was one of the safest options. It was
So
stupid
I'm telling you.
how much that worked for me.
Telling you, man.
Now, if you do back throw into the wall break, you wake up back throw wall break.
Oh yeah,
That's a
instant
hard
hard
knockdown
knockdown.
right there because remember it's still a hard
Yeah, that's
knockdown.
deviance.
I think
That's
I
the
think
only
people.
situation where it's gonna be hard knockdown.
I think people. Yeah, that's a very good point.
I know
That's a
Steve
very, very
Four
good point. Very, very good point.
Very
Yeah.
true.
And do you know what? Not only that,
That's when
right?
throws.
No, but it's like it's definitely like. Not only was I throwing defensively, but I was also like, well, I want another character. So it's like so it's weird that like on Oki, right? It's like imagine on Oki in the corner, somebody's probably most commonly got like decided option is gonna be a throw because they're like, I gain so much from back throwing you that I'm gonna throw on wake up, right? It's actually kind of crazy. In a
How we
way.
feel about that?
That's melty, bro. I play it every day. It's in the game.
I don't know
bro.
if I like that. You get a back throw into hard knockdown, and I got a whole shit.
Listen,
And you get a
Yeah,
character.
bro.
it's
And you
But you
Marvel,
gotta run
baby.
up first, though.
It's Marvel, baby.
Technically, you get
Hey man,
you get overheal from breaking the wall. You actually get health back.
Shield that shit, C4, bruv. You're the only video I've seen, bruv. Overhill, talk to it, bruv. I was there, bro. Day 1, October, wherever
I
it
didn't even
was,
know that was a thing.
2025. I was like, oh shit, Overhill. Okay.
not to
I'm not a
mention
content creator.
because not to mention with Wolverine's armor giving him the healing now too, and you do
Yeah,
that as well.
It's all recoverable. Yeah, if he gets
I'm
hit by
telling you.
in his armor, it's all recoverable health.
I think that's kind of the only
More you
way
think
they
about
can.
Wolverine.
It's the only way they could do that more. That sort of. Remember you earlier were talking about you can't really do health bars of that different health values. So armor is kind of and recovery is kind of the only way you can do like a pseudo, like difference in overall health by having someone regen more or regen less, right? Like that's probably the way to go about it. Yeah.
The only game I know that's like done something that's like one health bar, but like HP changes. It's like MK1, but it's like it was like because it depended on whatever you either had less HP or more HP depending on the assist that you use. I'm like, man, there's so much information that I ain't trying to keep up with all that.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
So
can I answer the?
Yeah, please.
I can answer one more question because I know too much about roster predictions.
Oh yeah. That's right. You're banned. Yeah. He's banned. Actually, this is actually convenient. This is very convenient. Yeah, he needs to
I can do the
be.
logo.
He told me as well.
Nah, because then I
guess
got to
on
read
the
your, I got to read your face and all the rest of that. I got to look away from the screen and shit. I'm trying to see your poker face. I'm not trying to see all of that, bruv.
I don't have a good poker face, bro. I'm always doing armor, bruv. I'm the same. But let me guess on the logo. Let me guess on the logo.
I'll tell you what.
Know that.
All right, guess on the logo, but then I do want to ask you one more thing on the defensive thing, but it will go into like a longer conversation. So it's better to go for the logo and then come back to that. So go for it. Go for the logo right now. What do you think?
Logo, I think it's Thunderbolts cross Midnight Suns. I think that's the Thunderbolt. I think it's the Thunderbolt that we see with the gap in the middle.
Thunder Night Suns, bruv. They're going for it. Baron Zemo confirmed, bruv. Hawkeye confirmed, bruv. It's happening.
Ghost Rider is in both teams. Ghost Rider is in Midnight Suns and he's in Thunderbolts.
Correct.
So
correct.
He was with the Red Hulk when they did the 4 people Thunderbolts. I think it was. I can't remember the other 2, but it was Red Hulk, Ghost Rider, and 2 others.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was 6 people on that roster. It was those 2.
Songbird,
Elektra, Punisher, Agent Venom.
Yes. Don't do it. Don't do it.
One more.
If they put Agent Venom after all this requested, if they put Agent Venom in a fighting game, people are going to be just straight busting nuts, bruv. They're gonna be the same way.
People are gonna be pissed.
The same way I said I would be crying and twerking if they put Nico Minoru in the game. You're gonna see grown men crying and twerking, bro. Agent Venom.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yelena over Yelena and Tokon.
Ooh,
Black Widow.
Deadpool. That was the last one of that team that I can remember.
Oh, I told you again. I'm telling you, crying blood.
I can see them trying to put in Yelena actually.
Oh, Yelena would. I would take Yelena. But the thing is that Black Widow is some of the most fun I've ever had in fighting games. Period. So I mean, in MVCI. So I don't think it would ever get topped. But I'm very happy to see what they do with that character. But before we get back into that though, I want to say. So what I was going to say specifically about defensive mechanics is that obviously we have 2 specific mechanics, right? We've got Assemble Smash and we've got crossover. And what are your thoughts currently about how strong they are? And do you think they need to be strengthened, weakened? What do you think?
I had a long on the flight back. I was really thinking about it. I think they need to make the counter, not crossover, the other one, assemble counter. They need to make it less offensive and more defensive. I don't know why it's an overhead. I don't know why you need. I never understood why
you
they
mean
did it in
Assemble
Persona.
Smash?
You mean Assemble Smash, yeah? Because they got two versions. They got the overhead one, and then they've got the backdash invincible.
Is that the armored
2x
attack?
KO
The
one.
Assemble
Yes.
Smash?
Yes.
It's not,
The
is it
armored
armor?
attack is assemble counter. The armored attack is assemble counter. Assemble smash is
No, yeah,
not.
I'm calling Smash. I don't think Smash has armor.
Smash, is
It's
that the one
good.
with like the little the after image thing?
The overhead, yeah.
Smash-
the little,
yeah.
the boom.
I'm trying to
They
remember.
launch
So
you
I
up.
think when you go backwards, it's an overhead. But if you go forward, it's a mid. I think. I can't remember.
The one where you're just like slamming down, that's the overhead, right? And I used to think
Yeah,
that
assemble
was,
smash is basically dust.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
it's dust.
and I thought
Yeah.
at first that thing
Yeah,
was
okay.
broken, but the reason why I'm not, it depends. We'll have to see what gets done with it. Is like the game is so heavily reliant on and leaning on the assemble gauge that to use all of those resources for the extra damage, it better be to close out the game, because if you're not doing that and you're just using up all the assembly gauge, like you might be in a bit of a, as my mum says, a bit of a monkey pants, bro. You might be in some real trouble. Shout out to Bubsy.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
Oh, shout out to Mama Crow.
Telling you, bro. So yeah, like so crossover. I mean, what? So what about crossover? What do you think of crossover, C4? Fez. Yeah, I hear it. Definitely.
He is out of his mind right now. He does not know where he's at. He's looking at you like, what are you saying to me?
Oh, bro, it's stuff. I can't. Yeah, it's gone. It's done.
He says that, yeah. Rip.
You know what?
Gone.
I'll jump off. I'll talk to you in chat because this cable's dead. I actually can't hear no one anymore.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Oh, no.
That's a shame. That would have been very hopefully we can get his thoughts there in chat. That would be nice. Because
Oh, wait.
Oh,
It's working
are we
now.
back? Oh, we're so back.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
TLDR.
TLDR. Okay, so crossover. What are your thoughts on crossover and its strength? And do you think it needs to be strengthened or weakened? Like, obviously, we played a good amount of matches. People were actually doing crossover in game. Like SSK was doing like perfect crossovers. Like he's been playing. I've been playing more betas than him, bruv, and he's playing like he owns the game, bruv.
And every time, bro, crossover immediately. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
let me play the game. Let me play the game.
bruv. I'm telling you.
I'm okay with crossover now.
Ooh.
I think maybe they need to do a Grand Blue in terms of on a successful crossover. Maybe you should get a reward because right now it's not even a hard knockdown. It's a straight back to business, and it costs you a bar.
Yeah.
I think you should get rewarded. I don't mind that it's only. Well, I say only. I don't mind that it's stronger in the earlier rounds and it gets weaker during the set. I'm okay with that now. Yeah, I just think they should make it a bit stronger when you get a successful crossover. Because when you get reflect, you're hella rewarded. Hella rewarded.
Agree.
I don't think that's okay.
So there's actually two versions of crossover. There's depending on the character you have, it's character specific. Some of them, like Doom, will knock you full screen, and Wolverine and like Magic, for example, will knock you into the air. They'll pop you up where it creates a combo opportunity, and maybe some of that is probably skewing how the developers think of the move and its effectiveness.
I did not know it was character specific. I remember it was like a thing
Yeah.
that showed up in the
I don't know
trailer with
what it was.
Spider-Man and being able to pick up the combo. But I was wondering why I couldn't do it like in the betas. But I guess it is character specific. Okay.
Yeah,
Catch you guys in chat because my
Yeah,
wife's gonna get
like,
Please have-
All right,
So I think it's like-
In a bit.
in a bit.
All right, C4's out of here.
All right, brother.
Yeah, we got ourselves an extra 30 minutes. Listen, C4, he said he was gonna be here for like 2 o'clock hard cut off. So if we got him in trouble with the misses, apologies. Listen, sometimes the Tokon. I won't say Tokon comes first. Marriage, or relationships, loved ones come first. I'm not gonna be the priorities exactly.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes the Tokon gets to talking.
I hear it. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see the vision.
I like that.
I see the
I like
vision.
it.
Say that again.
Yeah, literally. Say that again. Friggin' listen. I think okay, so I mean we sped through those, right? I guess we can stay on crossover and defensive mechanics, and then we can go over to perfect team creation, right? We can run through that, and we can also then talk about roster predictions, which everyone always loves to hear. So right, all right. So NM, talk to me about defense in this game. Do you think it needs improving or deproving? I'm making up words now. Deproving, improving or deproving.
I'll say whenever I'm asked about defense, I'm always the worst person to ask about that. You gotta remember my archetype of character. I'm playing rushdown characters that don't. I
Oh,
never
you're mashing.
care
First.
about. I'm a masher until the day I
I
die.
respect it.
But in terms of defensive mechanics we got,
Mm-hmm.
I really do like crossover. You're able to do that on block, kind of go back to a little bit more of a neutral state.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we got armor where you're able to cross over. I do like those mechanics because a lot of games right now have a burst mechanic. We have strive, we have 2x KO, and then in Invincible Versus, you got like Assist Breaker, you got Counterattack, you got a million different things.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, Invincible Versus, it's like it's a constant back and forth of when you're attacking, but you never know that you're gonna stay in a combo because every 5 seconds it could be an Assist Breaker or a Counterattack. So I kind of like, in my opinion, I like what we got right now because I can feel like I'm still doing a combo or still being on the aggressive. And my opponent can counteract me if they're able to block enough and being able to counteract from that. But I'm not punished by crazy for getting into a combo like one or too many times. And then it's that other mind game like burst is fine, but like, it's mainly Invincible Versus where we're getting to like countertags, assist breakers, everything. I think that's too much. So in my opinion, I'm chill with what we got right now.
Interesting. I've got some suggestions and some ideas, but I'm gonna wait to hear all you guys' opinions, and then we'll get into it. Zeta Slow, talk to me. What do you think?
So as far as crossover, like I was kind of with initially the idea that it might be just too much, but then as we got to really playing, especially, and I think now the new system implements a lot more since we can use assist whenever right now. So it's like, okay, during the combo, I actually want to use a specific assist to combo off of, and it's very, very nice to have. If you use crossover, then you lose a bar anyway. So there was a lot of situations where I'm like, oh, I want to use this assist to, I don't have enough meter. I can't do it. Cause I've just been spending meter kind of crazy and I cross over. So I think it kind of complements the current system a lot more now. So I don't even think about it. A symbol smash, I don't think that thing is rewarding enough. Cause I tried it a few times and it's good. I just think like I was like, let me see if I burn 3 bars if it makes it super scale less. It doesn't really in the grand scheme of things. It kind of does, but not heavily. So I feel like spending 3 bars on a symbol smash is not worth it still yet. There has to be a bigger reward that you get from it. Like I'll probably say give you more meter for it.
Do you mean smash the overhead or do you mean counter the? Do you mean
The overhead.
Okay, you do mean the overhead. All right, cool. Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. SSK.
This doesn't feel like it's worth it. It's 3 bars.
I hear that. SSK, talk to me.
So I think crossover itself, the mechanic, I actually am fine with. It's just a get off me tool, which is, like any other fighting game defensive mechanic like Brave, Counter, one of those other stuff, right? The only problem I have is crossover reflect. Because I think like the idea of it and what it does, like if you can time it correctly, time it perfectly right, you get to counter your opponent's crossover and slam them across the screen, and they no longer have a symbol gauge for a long period of time. They can't use their assist, they can't use the symbol smash, they can't use the symbol counter, they can't do anything that's related to the assemble gauge. And I think my only issue is that like, and I felt this way since like the first beta, but looking at how the game would be like from a high level, like if we're just like looking at the far distance months from now, how this game is going to look at higher levels, people are going to be doing perfect crossover reflect very easily if they time it right, right? And people are gonna get to a point where it's just gonna be autopilot, just like, oh, they did it, oh, perfect effect. At that point, what would be the point at at that situation? What would be the point of using crossover in general then? If people are gonna time the reflect properly, right? It's very confusing to me, because like if people are just gonna time it right, then why would you use the mechanic, right? The only reason I would think to use the mechanic is if your opponent doesn't have any assemble gauge left, so you can do the crossover without having to worry about perfect crossover reflect. But the problem is that like rarely is anybody gonna start offense on you without at least having one assemble meter, because having at least one bar of the assemble gauge is like really strong for your offense, because that's where you can call assists. That's where you can actually use perfect crossover reflect in case your opponent does crossover. So you're rarely gonna come across a situation where your opponent is doing offense on you without any of a symbol meter left.
Mhm.
So I honestly don't know how they should go about looking at the touching this mechanic. I was thinking maybe just remove perfect crossover reflect entirely.
Mm.
But that might be a little drastic. Maybe there's something they could do. I might be tripping about the mechanic, because I know you were saying that the developers were talking to you about it at what was it, Evo Japan,
Mm. Mm.
or Aqua Tour, I think, and I guess it was the vibe of like, hey, you don't understand this mechanic fully yet. Trust me, it's gonna
Yeah.
you got with time, you guys will understand, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm open minded to that. Right? They've been playing this game probably and labbing it out and playing sets against each other for like, I mean, longer than we have, of course. Right. So I mean, I'm open minded to the idea that maybe there's something to more to this mechanic that I don't know. Maybe there's like a timing thing that I might not know about. Maybe there's, whatever, right?
Mhm.
So, but that's my thoughts. I'm very skeptical on this mechanic at the moment.
Right. Yeah. We had. I remember when C4 did his podcast, right, and I remember you speaking your mind on the mechanic and its like shortcomings. I remember like really resonating. Do you know what I mean? What you were saying was really resonating. I felt like we kind of had the same opinions. I've sort of shifted a little bit, but obviously I'll get into that in a bit. Yeah, I want to see Sol, on what you think. Talk to me.
Uh, for the most part, I think a symbol smash is fine. It feels a little scrubby at lower end, so I think I think that was the point of it. So it kind of like it has players to jump back into the action immediately at
Mhm.
lower levels, but it's pretty for the most part tolerable. Um, I'm not a fan, and still am not a fan of a symbol counter. I think it's fine. I do think that it will become very predictable at late game, like SSK said, but I don't know really what else they would do because it seems like they tried to reinvent the wheel on what they did for a similar camera that they did in Fighters,
Mm-hmm.
but they just don't want you to. They don't want you to die from it when somebody guesses right. Because in Fighters, if you call it, you just block your character super dash coming in, then that's just a medium starter, and they die from using the defensive mechanic. Um, but it seems like they kind of wanted to. They want it to be rewarding with like locking out your team, but it was like, okay, it's not you're not completely helpless. Like if you block this out, you can still survive even if your team is gone. But I don't know, yeah, I'm in a similar boat that I hear them that it could be not as one note as we think it is,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't see where the extra layer comes from, especially since like the timing doesn't seem like it doesn't really change much. But I'm also on the essence that of similar to like NM. I don't want defense to get better right now. I done experienced a game where defense was really strong with fighters where all they will buff was defense and they would nerf
Mhm.
offense. So I'm cool with defense chilling. If they want to buff offense, I'm here for it. Let shit get a little grimy. But yeah, I think defense is currently fine where it is. It could probably need improvements later, but I want the Hellgates to be open when I boot up on day one.
I hear it. You're trying to steamroll people, bro. You're just trying to
Oh yeah.
That's it. I hear
Oh
it.
yeah.
I hear it. Listen, if you want to lead the lambs to slaughter, lead them to slaughter. But obviously, it's you know what I mean. That's part of the debate. You gotta have
So
the.
not to bias,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say not to bias the commentary on it, but it's like the way I view the crossover, right? Is I think that's like a late game mechanic if you know you're about to die, like type situation. Like they have 3 assists and they're pressuring you kind of crazy, and you know this last touch will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you use it. So it's just a last ditch effort. You're gonna be punished no matter what. Possibly if they get this perfect, if you don't, then you both are at less resources anyway.
I hear that.
So it's like, okay, I have a chance on defense to still kind of come back. And whereas the other one with the back feint or whatever, I think that's just like the one that you have to read anyway. So I don't know. Just personally, I think crossover has its place, and it's going to be a late like round thing.
That's an interesting way of looking at it, actually. Charlie, obviously you haven't played the current builds, but regardless, like in terms of what you're observing, do you have any thoughts currently on those mechanics?
I can't really. I just can't meaningfully comment on it because I just haven't had
No, that's fair. That's fair.
on since the first beta. So
No,
to move on to the
yeah, you know, what I'll do is I'll just give my thoughts basically because I just wanted to sort of make sure everybody was taught. So I think currently, as I kept trying to wrap my brain and trying to think about crossover and its potential effectiveness, I do understand that effectively, kind of like what SSK was saying, and that's sort of also where I landed, is that it's about resource management, right? And if the opponent overextends and uses too much of their assemble gauge by trying to go for one too many mix-ups with mid-string by using the assemble gauges, if they run out of the assemble gauges, then after that you can cross over for free. So again, right, it's that is the resource part of it. And then obviously also outside of block strings, you've got assemble counter, and assemble counter doesn't really lead into, it doesn't seem much damage, but regardless, assemble counter, like, it seems to beat most things, at least on the startup. My thing though is that I've always felt like in these types of games, I think a panic button is kind of essential. And also I just think generally, I felt like defense in this game was quite uneven. I felt like assemble counter was actually really strong, and I felt like crossover is very weak. I still do kind of think crossover is weak. I think even after all this time, yeah, the idea of if you overextend and if you use too much of your resources, your punishment is that somebody can use crossover and stop your pressure. But my thing is that ultimately within that mini game of crossover into reflect or perfect reflect, there's no punishment or fail state for the aggressor attempting to keep his pressure going. So I feel like the game either needs some sort of fail state, right, or some sort of punishment, kind of akin to Killer Instinct, honestly. Like counter breakers, shadow counter, all the rest of that type of stuff, right? That push pull, I think it kind of needs to be in there, and there needs to be something that has the opponent kind of think to themselves, okay, do I want to take this risk and perfect reflect and get a high reward, because it'll be high risk, high reward. Currently, there's no risk and high reward. And I think that in itself doesn't really make too much sense to me, right? I can get the idea of, okay, you would want your mix-ups to keep going. You call the assist, you want your mix-ups to keep going again. Who knows? The thing is, with the game like this, where you've got tagging as well, you might not even necessarily have to be using that assemble gauge, right? You could maybe just be doing strings, or you could maybe use one assemble gauge, and then you could like counter, you could tag, and then you could start a whole new like mix up and a whole new sort of situation, right? You could maybe be doing an even crazier mix up than you could have even before when using maybe 2 more of those assemble gauges, right? So I think obviously it's something that needs to be seen in motion, but I think that there's so many ways to skin a cat in this game that I think maybe that initial idea of, okay, if they overextend, you get to crossover and knock them away for free. I think you need a bit more risk for that aggressor. I don't think there's enough there right now. I think there's no like, to me it's like, okay, SSK and others' timing was great when it came to reflecting, But I could also, I know that there was no fear. Like there was, why would there be fear? Do you know what I'm saying? You hit the reflect and you get a perfect reflect and you get the ultimate payout. If you get a normal reflect, you still, do you know what I mean? You're still in a good position. So I think that there as well, and finally as well, I will say that I just think that the noobs need it. Like I need it, bruv. I'm a scrub. The scrubbers and the noobs need it, bruv. I'm a scrub and I need it, and the newbies also need it. Like they need a panic button that they could hit and feel like they're safe or empowered in some kind of way. And this right now isn't where I think we need to be. But I am still willing to sort of see it. But I do think that they maybe take quite a large risk if they allow the game to launch without a reliable panic button that allows the newbie to feel like they have more of a chance. If they go against somebody who knows what they're doing and they get shut down a bunch of times, they're going to be scared to press that button. And if they're scared to press that button, what do they press? You know? So, yeah. That's what I think on that one. I don't know if you guys sort of agree or disagree with any of that, or if not, we can just move on to what do we have? So
Definitely agree.
yeah, you go. Okay, cool,
Definitely agree.
cool. So
I got no disagreements.
you got disagreements?
I said no, I don't.
Okay, fair. We can go new logo on the loadings. Actually, no, we'll create the strongest team. Then we'll do new logo. Then we'll do roster predictions because it kind of feeds into each other. To be honest with you, so create the strongest team. Right now, we had C4s, which I'm gonna just save real quick, and then we're gonna go into someone else's. So let me just quickly hit save on that.
This might be a good time for me to bounce actually, because I've got another Discord call to make in about an hour, and I have not had breakfast since I've woken up.
Understood.
So I should probably, yeah. It's 10 a.m. So I need to get prepared for that.
I tell you what. Before you go, then, like, let me just ask you who you think with that new logo. What do you think, and who do you think is gonna be added as a result? So, do you remember? Did you see the logo?
I did not. I'm scrolling to see it now.
Okay,
is it
cool.
linked? Is it in the Discord chat?
I don't think so, but I can just link it real quick. But basically, it's like a logo, and people are either saying that they think it's Thunderbolts, or they think that it's like Robbie's chains, basically. So it's like one or the other. But let me just quickly get that for you and see if you can see that. But one sec. Right. Let's just type in logo, see if it comes up.
I just saw that NM gif in the chat. Opening the fridge and there's no Tokon. Good stuff.
Bro, he's fiending. He might be the only person who's maybe fiending like visibly more than me, man. Like, and he's a rabbit done, bro. He's a rabbit done. So Fez, do you know what I mean? But actually, wait, it might be in Tokon podcast. But yeah, regardless, like, new logo. It seems as either it's gonna be like Thunderbolts or it's gonna be like the sort of Robbie's. Okay, there we go. I got it right here. Let me move that over to you right now and show you, and then you can just quickly give your immediate take, and then you can go. You are all free. Well, not all of us. You are free. You are free now. But also, it's a free country. You can just go. You can just go whenever. No. I'm gonna hand it to. Oh, okay. 1 moment. There we go.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, you see it.
Okay. So NC4 said it's like a sliced Thunderbolt, like something like that.
So he was thinking Thunderbolt. There's some also say Robbie Reyes' sickle. There's a bunch of different opinions. But go for it.
I'm gonna defer to C4 as since he is one of the Marvel lore gurus. Like had he not said that, I wouldn't. Upon looking at this, I wouldn't even know like what characters to guess. I would just be throwing random names at. From looking at this, I would just be throwing random names.
I hear it, bro.
Yeah, so I'm gonna default to C4.
I respect
like,
it.
If it ain't X-Men or Spider-Man, like I don't know. Is
I
it Cyclops? Maybe it's Cyclops. Maybe the two lines
my
is
God.
actually two optic blasts coalescing, and then And then like if you look at if you squint hard enough, it looks like a B, and a B could mean him saying, "Behold," for the optic blast, right? So maybe that's what it is.
I took
It would be
27. I took 27
Yes.
minutes and 35 seconds to find that logo, brother. And you were like, yes, it's Cyclops.
Jesus
I respect it. I respect the griefing. I respect it. All right, give me one character. Give me one character then. Give me one character as of right now. If you think it's going to be in the game 100%, give me one character. Just one. And then we'll just.
Blade.
All right, cool. Done.
Wait, I present you Blade. Yeah.
All right then. Panther Power.
I know it's a boring answer, but I mean we spoke about it last week, so I've provided the source of my feeling for why Blade is probably going to be in it.
Nah, 100%.
And mind you, like, actually, I won't say that. Never mind.
No, you. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. You're banned as well, bro. Everyone's looking at leaks and spoilers, bro.
I'm banned.
Get out of here, man. Go on. See you later. I'll see
An
you.
individual.
It's been
I
emotional.
will take my leave. Thanks for having me. Thanks for meeting you guys. Well, good to meet you guys. And hope you guys have a fun and insightful remainder of the podcast. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Hey, brother.
Peace,
See ya,
Charlie.
man.
666.
Peace out.
All right. So, and then there were 5. So we got 2 more things to go through, like I said, right? Logo, actually, since we're here, go on then. So, Logo, what do you guys think?
I'm a big brain it,
Oh,
and I put it on Twitter. I said, to me, this looks like a fancy I and L for Illuminati.
holy shit.
And
I kind
in
of
the
see it as
comics-
well.
I know.
And for the
yeah.
comics, they reference the Cabal as the Dark Illuminati.
Yeah.
So I think this is I think this is a symbol for Doctor Doom's team.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure.
I kind of see it.
It's also, to me, it looks like a D and a D. So Doctor Doom. If you
So the D and the D, funny enough, right? And this was, you know, C4 is going to be insufferable if this actually happens, right? But Doom Division is something that we brought up ages ago, and he was like, it could be Doom's Division. Doom's Division's got like Lunar Snow. It's like the sort of Korean, like the Asian division. It's got Wave instead of Namor. It's got like a couple of characters there that are like sort of off-brand picks. But with that said, I think like, if you're picking Doom at this point and you're saving him for so late, it's probably going to have to be some real heavy hitters. Maybe Doom's Division's not going to be such, you know, heavy hits. But Illuminati would be a very, you know, that would be massive. So I hear that. We get that logo up there for people who ain't seen it. Just throw it somewhere. Just chuck it here, bro. There you go. There's a logo.
guessing characters too with this, or is that a second part?
No, you can guess the characters. Go for it.
If I'm guessing Illuminati, Norman Osborn is in the game technically. I think he's running for president in Tokon.
True.
So
Oh shit.
I'm thinking Norman, whether it be the big brain of the whole guessing at the end of the trailer with the green, if it's gonna be Green Goblin, or I think we came with the idea of what's the version of him with Carnage fuses with him?
Red Goblin.
Yeah, Red Goblin.
Because funny enough, and I did research it, and I could be wrong, so somebody can't correct me. The 361 does reference the Carnage poster, but funny enough, from my understanding, that issue is more so focused on Norman, and in that issue, Red Goblin, that's when he becomes Red Goblin.
Interesting.
So it could. I guess somebody could fact check me but if that is the case, it could be they could be throwing us a switcheroo on that one. For the next one, I'm hoping for maybe like Hela. Hela would be pretty interesting. I don't know why she would be there, but she could answer the reason why Thor, even though he's a statue in the game, why he isn't present with the Avengers. They could shoehorn her in that way. And this is a stretch because I know everybody is saying Strange with Ghost Rider because of the Midnight Suns, but I'm gonna do Sinister Strange with Doom.
Ooh. Do you know what as well? Yeah, like, so Sinister Strange actually would make more canonical sense. The only other time I can remember that Doom and Strange have teamed up is Triumph and Torment, which was like comic from decades back, and basically like Doom, every year he tries to go and like recover the soul of his mother from like from hell, and like him and Strange basically going to hell to go and save his mother's soul, which is like I always thought was sick. Yeah, it's just, trust me. So in so
what was the name of that? I gotta read that. That sounds kind of fire.
Triumph and Torment.
Triumph and Torment.
Yeah, Strange, Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, Triumph and Torment. So yeah, man, like I would love to see that sort of team up in a way. Like I think Illuminati could definitely be, you know what I'm saying? Or the Cabal could definitely be something. I think if they go Lady Loki, it probably upset people too much. I think they might just have to go male Loki. But if they go,
Lady Loki be fire.
You think so? I would love Lady Loki, but I know. But look at T'Challa, man. Look at.
They'll be alright. They'll be alright. Just like them, they'll be alright. They only complaining right now. Once the game come out, we ain't gonna see them no more.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. All right. I hear that. All right. Well. All right. Fair enough. So what? That was Hela. That was. Who else was that? Red Goblin.
Norman. Yeah. Green Goblin. Hela and Sinister Strange.
Interesting. Yeah, Norman would work for that as well. I mean, they ain't gonna go no Iron Patriot or anything like that. They've already got Iron Man there. They don't need to do that. So
I'll become the Green Goblin Glazer, bro.
the Green Goblin Glazer.
I need that character.
Triple G's.
Triple G is crazy.
GGG,
I like the triple G's. That's mad. All right, fairs. All right, so look. All right, that's what you're thinking. So and then what are your thoughts? You're gonna big brain it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna big brain it.
Look
at that. You see when I see the hand movement? That's you need the clipboards. You're moving like Don Draper. You're moving like freaking Charlie Day.
That's a man that's been he been waiting to get it out.
Trust me.
I need to stand up.
What?
I need to stand up.
Oh my days.
I'm sorry. I need to stand up.
Stand up, bruv. Go for it.
Okay. I think it's Thunderbolts. I'm sorry. It's a safe pick, but I don't think it's getting anything crazy. We could be running around for days on like what it looks like. To me, it's a Thunderbolt. It's a Thunderbolt. We know that Ghost Rider confirmed is an Outlaws team. I think it makes the most sense. In terms of who I think is going to be on it, Moon Knight still works. Okay. He's never been a part of the Thunderbolts.
Interesting.
But you got to remember, I don't think Tokon cares about that.
Nah.
And Moon Knight, he's been a villain. I've said it before, but I've been reading Jed McKay's run, and it literally starts with Moon Knight taking over the entire world in Khonshu's will. Literally taking out Iron Fist, taking out Doctor Strange, taking out Robbie Reyes, chaining up Black Panther, putting Thor in a bunch of like moons, like he had him in like a moon jail and took Mjolnir for himself. He had the Phoenix Force. Like this guy had it all, and he literally had to get like therapy and everything as reformed after jailing Khonshu. Khonshu was in like Asgard for a while. Long story short, he was a villain to start off in this run, so I think it works that Moon Knight can be on this team. And if Moon Knight does not make it in this game, I'll tattoo a moon crescent on my forehead.
No. Relax. This is like
I am that confident. I'm confident.
This is like when you were saying on everybody's soul, and you said it in the venue, combo breaker, on everybody's soul.
You did.
And I was my G, like, can we relax? Like, you're going mad. But I hear it. Listen, that's a lot of confidence. It's a big gamble you're taking. I didn't consent to this gamble, but I hear it, right? My eternal soul, but it is what it is. So you're saying Warren Spector, right? 100%. So Mark Spector.
Yeah, Mark Spector.
Warren Spector's the Deus Ex developer. He's the GOAT, but that's another conversation. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. The other two characters I feel like are more convoluted. I'm trying to keep like the other comics that we don't have characters for in mind, the variant comics. I mean, I feel like a Deadpool character is very, very safe. Deadpool's been part of the Thunderbolts. He's been on a team with Johnny Blaze in the Red Hulk Thunderbolts we were talking about before. I think Deadpool can be a very safe pick in that too. And then when it comes to the last character, just give me Punisher. Come on.
So that's it. No Blade. So no Blade then. No Blade. Damn.
It's like I want Blade, but at the same time, I'm thinking about Thunderbolt. I want Midnight Suns more than anything. But at the same time, I'm trying to piece everything together. And Punisher deserves to be in a Marvel fighting game at this point.
So that's two Mystics basically with Spectre and Reyes, and then the other two are the sort of Thunderbolt-y, like, Wade and Castle would be the other two that are just straight guns and mercenary. Okay, all right. I see it. So what I would pick personally, but I hear it. I'll say what I think later. But all right, cool. SSK, what we saying?
Everybody has been like trying to decipher this logo, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I do not know what to say. I don't know what to make of this. It's I don't know what to make of it. It's not something that's like gives any hints off of like anything else that's like Marvel, right? The closest thing I could think is like maybe something like Nova Corps or something, but I don't think they would put Nova on Ghost Rider's team unless they want to be like a little different.
You might be the first person who said
I have
Nova.
no idea. Yeah, I mean it's a very like I don't know, it looks like kind of technical, spacey kind of logo, I guess. I don't know what to make of it. I don't even know if this is like a logo for the new team. That's the crazy part. Cause like the Avengers logo, when they had the hint last time, was I believe different as well.
Agree.
Cause I don't think it was the same as the Loading Screen Avengers logo is different from I think the one they have on the picture they made for like the teams, when they announce the team and like they show off all the characters that's been shown so far and then like the rest of the teams that haven't. I think the loading screen for that is different. So I don't know. I don't know what this loading screen logo is supposed to entail. Don't.
I hear it. I do feel like it's. We did forget pretty quickly, right? Everyone was like, "It's Fantastic Avengers. It's definitely," and then like we just brushed straight past
that
it.
Was. It was worth,
and
that made me, and that whole situation made me realize like I think these developers are messing with us.
They are.
Because it's like it's a good marketing thing, I mean, like it kind of gets people talking. They know people are theorizing about these characters who could be revealed next, so they're taking advantage of them. But I mean, by all means, this might not even be the complete version of the logo they're making. So it's like I don't know what to make of it.
Absolutely. And Von Hunter 21 says prepare for a tattoo reveal short for NM.
It ain't gonna be there, bro.
Straight on his forehead, bro. It's insane.
Something's got to go up there. I don't know.
What do you mean something's got to go? Nothing's got to go up there, bro. Forehead should stay clear. That's it. Oh my god. All right. Well, okay. Well, I guess in that case, when we do roster predictions, we'll get to who you think would be in, since you're not clearly, you're not landing on any one specific, right, in terms of team or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
At least for this logo, because I'm like, I've been trying to figure it out for days. I'm like, I couldn't.
I hear it. It's a bit mad still. All right, Zeta. Well, go on.
So, I actually like initially. So my initial thought on it was C and a D. So like the Cabal of Doom, right? But I like Souls better because like I know they have circles around every logo, right? So if we take those lines off and you just leave that little letter with the slant on it, and then the bottom letter with the slant on it, it's like I and an L. So I do like the idea of it being the Illuminati. I do. I like that a lot, actually. Because I don't know, like it just being a Thunderbolt kind of sounds weird when you have like, I feel like they put the curves on there on purpose. You know what I mean? It's not just a straight and a straight. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I think it's definitely the Doom team, regardless of how we slice this.
Interesting.
And then for my Doom team, I still have. Well, I want Green Goblin. I just want Green Goblin. Period. That's the character I wanted since the game was a thing ever. Then I also have Hela just because I'm like I feel like that's what, especially now knowing what Thor's comic is, the mortal. I'm like, bro got finessed somehow, or we have Lady Loki too, because he got finessed out of godhood. Thor, hey bro, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And then for the final character, I have Mephisto, because I feel like we have to have a
Ooh,
villain for every
Mephisto.
for
interesting.
every character. We have to have a villain for every team specifically. I feel like that's kind of where
Interesting.
my mind goes with that.
I like that.
So
I felt
yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go
He,
there.
it's like he feel like he's like like you would think he's a deep cut, but I don't know if I would consider him one. But definitely nobody was thinking about
But for
Mephisto.
a fighting game, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
for sure.
that might be a deep cut.
they did too good with Magic's little like demon form. I'm like, oh nah, they've been studying something. Studying something. So yeah.
Agree. No, definitely. I think yeah, that is a good pick, to be fair. I think like in my mind, it definitely was a hard sell, the sort of Asgardians with no Thor, but it's like if you are gonna do that, like could you go a base game with no Asgardians whatsoever? In a way, I guess you can't, right? So either you put
Can't,
Thor
no,
in
no,
there,
no.
or you just put somebody else, and then you have Thor be like one of the first. I think Thor probably has to be like what, season 1 DLC or something like that, and they're
Yeah,
probably gonna make
yeah, I
him
think so.
insane, right? Either they go
Better.
Mortal 4 or they
I
go
need my
friggin'. Do you know if they go Ultimate? I know they won't because that shit was like decades ago anyway at this point. But if they went Ultimate 4, like I think that'd be kind of crazy looking. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got the massive beard and he's got the friggin' like. He looks a lot more metal, basically, than he does in
I'm
like.
gonna call it early.
Go on.
Unique button is gonna be him throwing the hammer, leave it there, and then just press it again whenever he's in combo. Smack you, catch it back, get different moveset. Like yeah, we gotta
That
make him
would be
DLC.
sick.
I
Not
don't.
base roster. You can't
That
do
would be
that.
fun. That would be fun.
I can't be seeing 4 players getting reparations. That character wasn't even that bad in like Marvel 3. But if 4 players are really seeing the sunlight like that, nah, you better give me like Doctor Strange better be doing all the gang signs, bro. All of them.
You know what the cool thing I want? Because every depiction of him, he's always using Mjolnir. Give me Thor with Stormbreaker.
Ooh. You could go Stormbreaker with Ultimate. I think in Ultimate 4 he used Stormbreaker, if I remember correctly. I think he did actually. I'd have to check that.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Okay.
Let me check it. Let me actually check it now because I'm very interested. I'm pretty sure at one point, because I remember looking at Ultimate 4 and thinking, hey, the hammer looks different, and it wasn't the hammer. It was yeah, he's using Stormbreaker. He's not using Mjolnir. Yeah. He's definitely using Stormbreaker. So that'd be very, very interesting. Literally, right? So I hear that. Well. Listen, I let all you guys speak, and I've not even thought about it myself, bro. If they're going Thunderbolts, I think you get a Hawkeye, or you get even a Baron Zemo, right? You get a Zemo, another sword user. But then if it's like, I don't know, like I think at this point maybe Mark Spector is kind of a bit of a lock. Like I do think he's probably coming at this point. So you probably will get yourself a Moon Knight, and Moon Knight would be pretty crazy. But then, how do I shoehorn Blade into this conversation? Because I need to have Blade in there somewhere. I'm not even going to be using Blade, but I just want to see Blade in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually don't know, you know. Honestly, I got no clue. I think if you... Okay. You have to have the one female rep. I could see... Okay, all right. Gwenpool. So what's the 3? Gwenpool.
Nico. Well, yeah, still Nico.
I really want Nico. I really want Nico. But
Nico makes sense.
Do you think so?
Nico makes so much sense.
I'll give me that hopium, bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
'cause,
sell
I
it to
mean-
me.
I mean, like another Japanese rep. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that makes sense because they added Penny, so it's like, of course, they probably want more Japanese reps in the game, considering that it's, you know, made by Japanese developers, so they want to shout out, especially somebody like Nico, who, well, you know, is also factoring in like a very deep cut Marvel character.
All right.
I remember it's in Japan too.
Okay, you know what? That's it. You guys are geniuses. You said Iron Man's in Japan too. You sold it to me, right? Like Nico Minoru in the game, 100% guaranteed. Yeah. So Nico Minoru. Who's the other one?
Got it.
Nico and friends. That's it. We're doing it. Nico and friends.
Nico and Fred.
Nico and
Nico and
We're
friends.
doing it. We're doing it. We're running it. We're running it. We're running it. But yeah, look. All right. Look, we'll come back to that. Let's go through just real quick. We'll go through creating a perfect team, and then after that's done, we could just go through like final roster predictions, and then we'll just wrap it. Yeah, just so we can let you guys go on your merry way. So, create the strongest team is what we're gonna go for. I think next we will go for. Well, let's go for Soul because Soul's right next to me. So let me just save this, and then we'll go for Soul.
Creating the perfect strongest team.
Yes.
From in my opinion, I think at least especially month one, I think it's gonna be Magic on point.
Okay. Let me start this again.
I think for the I'm gonna come back to the shooter. I think for the vertical assist, if I remember this right. Ghost Rider's vertical assist is the big spinning blades.
The vertical
I think
assist is
that
yeah. He does like the sort of like the Penny Parker,
I think
one.
for my
The best
if I remember right, it was not only a good anti-air assist, but it was actually from how like the range where it kind of sits at in the air. It was kind of a pretty good lockdown assist when you got in the corner too, because where it kind of sits at. The back assist, I think it's either between Cap or Doom. I think I'm gonna go Cap. Just got to, and then for the shooter, I don't want to, but C4 is right. The freaking fucking
What's it?
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, man. Come
Yeah,
on, we know
it's
that.
too good.
They gotta turn
I
that
don't
down, bro.
want to,
They
though.
gotta turn it down.
Listen, they like he said, they keep nerfing his character, but maybe it's for good reason. Do you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to see
I
Star-Lord.
play him
like
too,
everywhere.
but we gotta get that out of there, bro.
Self-sabotage. I respect it. All right, so wait, so you said shooter was Star-Lord. You said unique was Cap,
Yeah.
and then aerial you said was Ghost Rider. Is that what you're going for? Or are you going for?
hmm
Cool. And then who's on point?
Magic.
And then Magic. All right. I'll give you one reserve. If you just want to play like another character, let's say you want to counter pick in some kind of way. It can be in any slot. So the reserve can be like, oh, okay, I want to pick another point. I want to pick another, it's up to you.
All right, so it's gonna be a little bit of rearranging when I say this.
Mhm.
So it will be Ghost Rider at point.
Okay.
It would be Magic would get shifted to the unique assist because the pillars.
Oh, I see.
I noticed as you get closer and closer to the corner, they kind of stack together.
Yes. Yes, I'm glad you noticed. I thought that was obnoxious. I already think that's one of the best unique assists. And the fact that they let it stack, I was like, I can't believe they've allowed this. That's fantastic.
And then Doom would get removed out this team, and I will put the vertical assist as Penny.
You put vertical as Penny. Okay. Okay. So we'll do. Okay. So let me 1 sec. So you said reserve. Here's what we'll do. Do a couple. So we got reserve point. We'll go reserve. Oh. We'll go reserve. What was the ones you said? Reserve. Aerial Penny.
Yeah. Shooter still Star-Lord.
Okay, and then shoots the silence, so we'll leave that
And
down. And you said Doom. Were you putting Doom or are you taking Doom out? You said, what are you
Nah,
doing?
Doom's gone.
Okay,
And then Magic, instead of being the point, she's the unique now.
okay,
And then Ghost Rider's the point now.
okay. And it goes, okay. All right, so why can't I duplicate these? That's kind of annoying. But yeah, well, I'll just put reserve unique and I'll just put Ghost Rider. Wait, it said, reserve unique was what? I'm losing it.
Magic. It was
Magic. There we go.
Yeah. For the pillars.
Cool. Right. Okay, cool. Sweet. Let me lock that in as well. So, perfect team was Shooter, Star-Lord, Aerial, Ghost Rider, Unique, Cap, Point Magic. Can't lie, that team's going to be disgusting. It's going to be very disgusting. Like, the idea of Magic with that shield behind her is not okay. Like, and the idea of her with Star-Lord shooter assist is also not okay. Like that's Talkin Flair. Like the fact that she could already create that nonsense is already mad. But the fact that she could call that assist and then she could like set up her portals like however she wants, I think is just gonna be disgusting. Honestly, yeah, actually,
Sir, I love it.
100%, 100%. So all right, then I'll lock that one in, and then there we go. Download image. Done, done, done. All right, so we'll move on. One sec. Let's make me download the image again. What the hell's that about? Yeah, anyway, technical issues aside, now we'll move on to SSK's perfect team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
So, I think for point,
Mm-hmm.
I need to have Wolverine.
Okay, all right.
I think Wolverine point. This is a hard decision, I think, because I feel like I will. I feel like there's a lot of really good characters. Like I think like Magic, Danger, Doom. I would say as well is also I would say good. But I'd put Wolverine because I feel like Wolverine is a character that with armor and everything, he might be really strong day one. At least in terms of like a
100%.
day one kind of like thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine for a point. For shooter assists, I would have to say either like Star-Lord or Spider-Man. I want to say maybe Star-Lord because mainly I feel like a shooter assist that would be really strong is something that like lasts a while.
Mm-hmm.
And like with Star-Lord shooter assist, you could have the fire element
Mm-hmm.
that could last a while full screen. It travels like slow full screen, but also I imagine just like what I told you a while back about like the Spider-Man shooter assist on Oki, you can call it at a specific timing to where it could track the opponent's roll.
Tracks the opponent. Yeah.
So for Star-Lord, you could probably do that. Yeah, so for Star-Lord, you could probably do that as well. So Star-Lord would be shooter.
Okay.
For anti-air assist, I also probably would say Penny as well.
Okay.
Because I think big body characters would probably be really good for like the anti-airs because their hitboxes are a bit more larger.
True.
So and she covers like with her anti-air assist, I'm pretty sure just like Ghost Rider, she covers like behind and in front of her. Because it just goes all around. So Penny for anti-air assist and for unique assist. For unique assist, I'd want to say this is a hard one. I want to say Ghost Rider, but I don't want to because
Flame Carpet.
Flame Carpet is very good.
But
Flame Carpet is very good.
what would you place above it
But
right
Doom's
now?
Laser. Maybe not Doom's Laser, but I think obviously Captain America's shield.
We back to Cap Shield.
Yeah, Cap shield. I mean, because it's a very strong. Because when I look at like the unique assists so far in the game, that's very strong. Like it's Cap shield. It's because mind you, I also want like unique something that comes out and executes itself fast is good, right? Like Doom's Laser is kind of cool, but like it also takes a while for it to do what it's supposed to do.
Agree.
So Cap shield, Ghost Rider's Flame Carpet, and Penny's gadgets, right? Mind you, because in your unique assist, she sends out like 2 to 3 gadgets, but I also have her as anti assist, so we're gonna keep it at that. Star Lord's grenade is also good at PvP assist, so it's kind of hard for me to figure out what.
There's a lot of good ones actually. Yeah,
I think I'm
hear
gonna.
you. I hear you.
Yeah, really. Yeah, there's a couple of good ones. I think I'm gonna go for. I think I'm going to have to go for Ghost Rider's Flame Carpet. It's
All right.
just it's really if it's
Ghost Rider's Flame Carpet. I hear it. That's a strong one, man. It tracks. It's like, you know what I mean? Like that sort of lockdown or potential pressure situation, right? Where like you can call that unique and you know the opponent has to respect it, right? They have to move out the way. They have to be maybe even airborne, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would for that actually. I
Okay.
should write that down actually.
Yeah. And then what in terms of a reserve? It could just be you could pick one or you could pick all three. It's entirely up to you.
Like a reserve for
Like you could pick, let's say you wanted to counter pick in some way, right? You could let's just say you pick one character, right? Let's leave it one character if you want. So you could be a reserve point character, a reserve like aerial, reserve unique, or reserve shooter. Or if you don't want to reserve, you don't have to, right? You can just say that's what I think is the strongest team, and that's fine, right? You could just like sort of rotate characters, like tagging on the rest of that, and it'll be fine. But if you feel like, oh, I don't know, mid set, you wanted to just pick a different character and swap one out, you can if you want.
I think maybe Danger's anti-assist I would reserve.
Interesting.
I think like Danger's anti-assist I would reserve for that.
I like that. I think that move's actually a lot stronger than people realize.
Because I think that it starts off as a hitbox, but then it tracks to the opponent.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And
but you could throw it out there. You could throw it out there, and if you're throwing out a special move, you could like active tag to them.
Literally.
And, like, start some offense very easily.
Literally, and that's why I think it's strong as well. Like I think it starts off as a Dragon Punch assist, right? And it's like, okay, right, there was a hitbox and then the hitbox missed, but the fact that it then tracks to wherever the opponent is, I think is very strong. Like I think it's like it's very noteworthy that once people start tagging more, you're going to have a Dragon Punch assist that once whiffs, like if the opponent moves away, you still have an opportunity to resume pressure, right, and to maintain offense, right. And as of right now, no other Dragon Punch assist does that. So I think that makes her a potentially really strong Dragon Punch assist. Like that was like one of the first things I'd sort of like noticed upon testing again, because I remember like in the breakdown I was like, oh, the one thing I didn't test is like, oh, if you have the calibrates down, does it track to the calibrates? And then I was like, okay, no, it doesn't do that, but it does end up wherever the opponent is, and of course that can be risky, right? The fact that she teleports right in front of them means that if they start pressing buttons, they could have, potentially punished, do some damage and all the rest of that. But regardless, if you hit that active tag, it's party time. You know what I mean? So, all right. Okay, so that is SSK's perfect team. SSK's perfect team is shooter assist, Star-Lord, aerial assist, Penny Parker, unique assist, Ghost Rider, point, Wolverine, and reserve aerial assist is Danger. All right. I like it. All right, let's lock that one in as well, and then we'll just move on. Let's see. Zeta, let's go with you. Tell me your perfect team.
All right, so this is gonna be some BS. It's gonna be a BS team.
Oh my God! All right,
so Wolverine. We'll get to why later. Wolverine. Star-Lord as shooter, of course. Star-Lord shooter, I think, is just the go-to at this point. Penny vertical for sure, because she's a big body hitbox, and then she's also a big body that can you too. So if they hit her, cool. We still got this much space between us. We're good. And then I would put Danger as the unique assist, and there's a very specific reason for this. So something I noticed when people jumped in on me and used her, it's a drill, right? So and the drill kept you suspended in air. So I'm like thinking about this. If you put this with Wolverine, who has a standing low, we get an unblockable for free.
I see.
We get an unblockable low air button, and he has that little also the crouching, that anti-air, my instant air dash. Do you remember this? You were there. So you saw that. So I think that might be a very, very broken. Just the premise of that team. I would never play that team. You have no morals if you play that team. Chat, don't play that team. But then the team I do play in the character I would put in that is Captain America, because in the unique slot. Because one thing I don't like in people roll out the corner. So what I usually do is I don't use him as any spot, but if there's Oki, I put Captain America right here where you can roll to, and I run in on you. So then if you start rolling out the corner, he's gonna go bow, and you're either gonna get hit, you try to jump over him, he's gonna go bow, he's gonna hit you up there, and then if you stay right there, I'm just gonna overhead you. You're gonna chill. We're gonna find a spot for you in the corner somewhere. Okay. So I love Captain America. Shout out to him, bro.
Remember, sounded like Soldier Boy telling the story, bro. I was like, yeah, 3 of them. I was like, oh,
shoot.
I hear it though.
Hey.
So, listen. So you're saying shout out. Also, a reserve if you wish for a reserve. Any reserve?
Oh, that was the reserve. Cap was the reserve.
Oh,
He
Cap was the reserve.
Danger
I
was
got
the
you.
First.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So reserve unique. I'm gonna go for Cap right there. So throw Cap in there. So that is Zeta's perfect team. Shooter assist, Star-Lord. I mean, we're seeing the pattern there. Star-Lord is just basically going to be a damn near everyone's team. But Shooter, Star-Lord, Aerial or Vertical, Penny Parker, Unique Danger, Point, Wolverine, and Reserve Unique, Captain America. So let's unlock that in. All right.
Hey, Des, if you're watching the stream, Star-Lord did nothing wrong, but Wolverine, though, you might have to get that guy.
Bro, the
Nah.
downplay,
He's fine.
the downplay, the Ministry of Downplay, bro, just working overtime for Wolverine to get that guy away from any trouble at all. That guy is, oh my god, I've never seen a character like that. Like, what?
Yeah, I know he has a game coming out, but we don't gotta do all that.
You know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
Let the cells do their job, bro. Like, I ain't trying to see. This is like with Cyclops all over again. That guy's doing Omni Beam and he's whipping it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. All right.
It's necessary, man. It's necessary.
It's necessary? All right. Well, all right, Mr. Necessary. It's your turn. Who you got on your perfect team? Talk to me, NM.
All right. For the shooter assist,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go a little crazy here.
Man's going crazy.
Actually-
All right, done.
I'm gonna put Black Panther. I'm gonna put Black Panther on that.
Ooh. This guy
I'm
from Black
putting
Panther.
BP
All
on
right,
that.
gone. Let me see it.
I told you, she impressed me. She impressed me during the demo, man. I want to play her.
I hear it. All right, Black Panther shooter. And Ariel.
Spider-Man. Put my boy Spidey on that.
What is this team?
Listen, every time I play a fighting game, and this is how I'm doing it in Tokon, from when it starts until the end of support, meta, good assist, everything like, all that. I just want to play what I want.
So you ain't going no one of any. This isn't your broken team. This is like, all right, I'm picking him no matter what. So you're just gonna say that's it. He's broken because I like him. Okay,
Yeah,
I hear it.
this is my perfect team. This is who I want to play.
You got it, brother. You got it. Go for it. Let me see it.
Let's see. Point's still Wolverine. It's Wolverine. I'm sorry.
Fucking Wolverine, I'm playing every Ross Clout every time. Gone.
Which I will say, Wolverine is on point for now. He is on point watch. Because I don't know who we got in the rest of the roster, you know?
True.
I don't know who else we got.
True. Okay.
Unique for now, though, I'll put Magic. I actually really did like Magic's Flame Pillar assist.
Finally.
That was nasty.
Yes.
Come on.
It was really nasty. I was mixing people up with that in the demo. But depending on who we get in the last two teams, I could easily see Wolverine being put on Unique because I do like his armor assist.
I hear that. All right, cool. So, as of right now, that is on NM's perfect team. Shooter assist is Black Panther. Black Panther finally getting the rep. Aerial assist, Spider-Man. Unique, Magic, and Point, Wolverine. So you get a reserve. Go for it. Who's your reserve?
Dude, I was already scratching my brain for unique. There's no reserve yet.
All right, no reserve. Fairs. All right, we'll look up to reserve. Nobody.
I'm
This is
already
the
scratching my
perfect
brain at
team.
unique. We're not getting that.
Nah.
Actually, put Moon Knight. Put Moon Knight.
Nah. It has to be characters that exist. It has to be characters that are currently out. Man is just confirming Moon Knight in the list.
Put Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's gonna be here.
Like, how is
I'm
my
that
man
confident.
how are you pre-ordering in the freaking tier list? Like, you're like,
I'll
yo, Moon Knight's gonna be top
pre-order
tier. Like, what are we doing?
Actually, put Moon Knight in unique. Put Daredevil in reserve.
Oh my god. All right, you know what? So no reserves then. Done. So
No.
all right, cool. So that's NL's perfect team, shooter assist, Black Panther, aerial assist, Spider-Man, unique. That is Magic, and point is Wolverine. So we are going to lock that in also. Fantastic. All right. All that talking, and I've not even thought of my own perfect team. So I guess we're just gonna freestyle it. So Fez, give me 1 second. Let me just get that locked. Okay, so Chrome's perfect team. Who are we going for? Well, I already know that. Oh my god. Am I gonna leave Wolverine on point? Do you know what? I'll put Magic on point.
Okay.
I'll put Star-Lord. I'll put Star-Lord shooter because I think that's just it's inevitable, bro. I don't think we're getting away from that one, at least for the first couple of months.
Yeah, Vegeta.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting aerial danger.
Okay.
Because I think in my mind, when tagging becomes more prominent, I think the two assists that are going to be pretty mental, I think, are going to be dangers, just because if it whiffs, you still get that distance. In fact, literally in my mind, let's say I put Penny Parker on point and I start zoning, right? So I'm zoning with Penny, and then I call danger assist, and then I do gadget launcher, and I tag into danger, and I can do hover dash while the gadgets are just happening, or I throw like, I don't know, like a tag from like a pendulum or something basically, where it's like I could create like a pretty nasty situation, and because I don't have to then dash in because she's already in there, it's like I can set up the situation with the characters already on point, like Penny Parker, for example. I think that definitely something that could happen. So I think that's going to be like a really, really strong assist. That and I think Magic's DP is very slow, but I think Magic's DP's hitbox is just obnoxious. Like, it just hits everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really think it hits everywhere. And again, I think if we're going to find things to tag into, I think that's going to be a really good move. So, and unique, I'm gonna go for Storm.
Storm. Okay.
I'm gonna go for Storm. I think
That's the
tornado, right?
The winds.
Yeah, the winds. So she does
tornado.
She does the tornado, and then she
opposite
pulls you in.
sides.
I think it's actually one of the most broken assists in the game, to be honest with you. There was somebody who was saying that actually in chat. See, IMO Storm's unique assist is insane. So I actually agree with you. Like, I think it's an insane assist. I think in reserve though, it's gonna be unique Magic. Because basically, like, let's say I'm paying danger on point, I would rather just have the pillars sort of like seal up any of those potential gaps that could be while I'm zoning. And I think that'd be really, really strong. And also, like, the corner stack, like, on the pillars is disgusting. It's disgusting. I think we're gonna come up with some nasty shit. You know what I mean?
So this, since I was playing her point the whole time, I think I happened to see somebody playing on the side, and I was like, "Oh, it does that in the corner." Oh, so yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Definitely got to run it at least a little bit.
100%. So that's the team. That's the team. As much as I'd like to put, okay. See, in my mind, it's like, okay, should I just put Wolverine point like everybody? Because Wolverine's going to sweep everything, bloods. Wolverine is going to be everywhere, and it's going to be horrible. Like, your pool's going to be like Wolverines just swimming around, like, non-stop. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nothing but Logan.
Nothing but Logan, literally the whole time. Bro. It's going to be nasty. So, should I change to Wolverine? I might change it to Wolverine. I can't lie, I might change it to Wolverine. Loki, I might change it to all right, one sec. Let me take a last look at it. Nah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna lock that in. That's my team. Let's stick to our guns. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
that's my perfect team. It is shooter assist, Star Lords. No surprise to anybody. Aerial assist, Danger. Unique assist, Storm. Point, Magic. And you know what as well? Oh, like, because I've never even seen anybody use like Magic with Storm assist. I think that could be horrible. I think Wolverine was right, and I think Wolverine with Storm assist as well could be like insane. I think both of those characters could be really, really mental.
Team X-Men.
Literally Team X-Men.
The Unbreakable X-Men.
Literally unbreakable. They're unbreakable. You're very much breakable. You're gonna be getting yourself battered. I'm telling you, like it's gonna be pretty nasty. So yeah, man. 100%. I think that's the team. We'll lock that in, and then we'll just whiz through potential roster picks. We got 6 more. Some of us have already picked via the team prediction, right, on the logo, and then others we still got to pick all 6. So yeah, that'll be that. I'll just lock this in, and then we'll just move on to that, and then we'll just we'll wrap it up. We'll set everyone free, go about our business. If anybody wants to go anytime soon, please let me know, and I'll move even faster. You know what I mean? If you need to eat or anything like that. But yeah, let me just get Marvel Tokon up, and then we'll run that. So okay. Now NM's gonna get the clipboard out, bruv. He's gonna be moving like SSK, like pre-patch SSK, bruv. Yeah, you're gonna be was it the clipboard or the whiteboards? Was it the whiteboards? The chalk? Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So okay. All right. So we'll go Marvel Tokon. We'll go once list. That's got 138 characters, bruv. There we go. Oh wait. Oh, this is okay. I got an old one up. So I guess wait, you guys can't see it, but I'll screenshot it. And it was I had Doom Team, Robbie Team, DLC, Shadow Realm. Sadly, I had Howard the Duck, but I'm actually putting respect on Howard the Duck's name. I'm gonna move him. Yeah. I'm sorry. The passion. Nah, the passion has sold me, bruv. You know what I'm saying? The passion has 100% sold me. So Howard the Duck might
Watch
be
him
happening.
not pick him. And watch him not pick him.
If he don't pick Howard the Duck, nah.
Bro.
Imagine after all of that, know how to, you're like yo, Howard the Duck's bottom tier. I can't play him.
Not playing, bro.
That would be insane if you actually didn't pick Howard the Duck. But alright, cool.
We told him that as soon as the game come out, bro, his lobby avatar has to forever be Howard the Duck. It can't.
100%. 100%.
For real.
Duck or death, man. That's it.
That's
It's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be duck or death, man. All right, so we're gonna start with. We'll start with Zeta. Zeta, what are your remaining characters? Did you picked a 3 already, right? So
Yeah, for the Doom team. So
Yes.
I think I'm sticking with this list though. I think I'm sticking with, like, I don't know. I feel like Doctor Strange would make sense because like that team makes sense. Lavelle, I don't know. I just want her in the game. I don't know if she makes as much sense in current time, but I still want her. I think she still has a very solid chance of being in the for the girls on that team. And then Phantom X, bro, we still in Paris with that one. We still in Paris. I want to say.
All right, Phantom X. I hear it. You staying consistent.
I want it to be Phantom X like cluster. Like I want to be like I want like a Ginyu Force character, like where it's like one is calling the others. And we already got a lot of. It'll be fun.
All right, so Phantom X, Doctor Strange, Was it Mephisto? Oh, Felavel.
Mephisto on the Doom team.
Mephisto on the
And
Doom
then
team.
Green Goblin and Hela.
And then Green Gobbler. Shout out to the Gobble. Triple G's.
The
All right.
Green Goblin Glazer.
The Green Goblin Glazer himself. All right. So.
Alright.
All right then. Well, in that case, let me just update this because I've got Charlie here. I've got Chrome here. I've got Overlap. One sec. My cat is literally trying to go through this pot of paint that I've just had there because I've just recently painted. Let me put that there so we can't friggin' paw print all over the paint. All right, there we go. So, we have Doom Team, Robbie Team. Oh yeah, and then I just decided to just put names. So Zeta's got his there. C4, Charlie, Chrome, and Overlap. So we're gonna go for now.
Yeah, but Hela and Overlap.
Yeah, we got Hello. Wait, yeah. Let me see. Oh, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. Hello and Overlap. Oh yeah, so I said Loki and man, I was going crazy. What was I saying? What was I even on about, bro? You get it? Like, all right, so Loki, definitely I could see that make it. And then I said Gwenpool. Oh, and then I said like Wanda. And who else did I say? Blades, Magneto. Yeah. And then I think I might have been saying the Gobbler as well. Hold tight the Gobbler. Respect. Sometimes you gotta bow down. The Hobgoblin, man, you gotta just bow down to the ultimate. The Gobble game is too crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shots, right, man. All right.
Gobbles in the chat, man.
You know what I'm saying? Put your gobbles up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Glizzy Gob.
Wait, I'm just gonna read out some stuff from before. Not just the assist itself, which is already extremely good, but it sets you up for an active tag with an active tornado to win. Okay, yeah. It's talking about Storm's assist being really good. But honestly, trying to slot in specific characters into roles doesn't make that much sense because they're going to move around as you active tag. True. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's definitely stuff that we're going to see more so. And I think that does also need to, when the game comes out, we'll revisit the perfect team and we'll talk about it more while factoring in active tags. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. I just think a collection of like strong characters that have strong assists is going to work. But with that said, we're going to go back. We're going to give it to NM. Go on, NM. Let's hear it. So you're talking Moon Knight, and Moon Knight like Dylan, yeah? Let's hear it.
Yeah. We got Mark Spector. Let's see, Stephen Grant, of course. You gotta put Jake Lockley on one of them, of course. Hunter's Moon. Let's put Hunter's Moon on there. Of course.
This guy's going crazy with all of this. Like, what are we hearing? Like,
all right. Let me be serious. All
right, go on. Let me give you
you do know Hunter's Moon, that's ball.
Let me give you the tier maker list as well, just so you can see what's on there. That's the list.
So is it just whoever we want, or is this like for Doom and Robbie's team specifically?
For Doom and Robbie's team, and if whoever you want, it'd probably be like a sort of DLC situation. I would assume. One sec.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the full. There's the. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here. I was thinking about Doom's team for a minute because I had two very safe options, but I didn't know who I wanted for my final character. I think I know now.
Okay.
Doom's team. I mean, just put Magneto in there. Just put the safe option in there. Put Magneto in there. It's Magneto. Move on. I don't even need to say anything else. Mm-hmm. Carnage too. I mean, Carnage is just a really cool character. I love him in Community Edition of UMVC 3.
Yep.
So honestly, if what we think is true, I would love him to be in there.
Interesting.
Then for the last character on Doom's team, low key, give me Ultron. Give me Ultron.
I thought he was doing a part. I thought he was saying low key. Give me low key. Like I was like,
okay. Nah. Give me Ultron. I want to play with Ultron.
So Ultron, yeah. Okay.
I loved him in MVCI. Bring him back.
All right, cool. So
the
Ultron.
Magneto function.
Literally, right? Magneto
Whoa,
function.
whoa, calm down. Hey, calm down.
It's
It just functions, bro.
Wait.
it's interesting that you're the first person who's actually picked Ultron on this podcast. Actually, it's quite interesting.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I love Ultron. That's crazy.
All right, so
See,
you're saying Ultron? You said Ultron for Doom's team, yeah?
yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's Magneto, Carnage, Ultron, and then it'll be Doom himself, right? So that's the Doom team. All right, cool. What about Robbie's team? Oh yeah, Robbie's team you already said because you said Spectre. Who else did you say?
Mhm.
I forget.
I said Spectre and then Deadpool and Punisher.
Deadpool, Punisher. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't even have regular Deadpool on this list. Don't have it on this list, but no one picked them yet. So Deadpool, throw him right there, and then Frank Castle is not been picked by anyone yet. So where is it? He's right there. Any Italian as well? Is that what this is? Yeah. Okay, the Italian bias. I see it.
Huh? Okay.
No. So, all right. So, cool. So, that is what? Mag, Carnage, Ultron, Deadpool, Moon Knight, and Thing, yeah? And Punisher. So, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, done. Cool. SSK.
So for Doom's team,
Mm-hmm.
I have Magneto.
Yep.
But the next ones are gonna be a little interesting. So, okay. So it's Magneto, doing Magneto, and then I have I want to say Carnage, but I'm like I want to be like if it's not true, right?
Right.
I want to say maybe Emma Frost.
Okay.
Emma Frost, I would say.
Emma Frost. Yeah.
Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Emma Frost, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Frost.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think either Emma Frost or Dark Phoenix.
Oh my god! If they go back to Dark Phoenix again, if they go back to that well,
Dark Phoenix would be a very interesting it would be a very interesting like selection for the roster because we haven't seen Cyclops, so it's like they could add Cyclops in, and that could be like a very interesting like kind of story point for his character when it comes to Jean. So it's like, you know, I could see them doing like a very like depressed Cyclops or something, dealing with like the X-Men kind of like going through their phase, and Jean going through her Dark Phoenix phase.
Right.
I could see them putting like Emma Frost Dark Phoenix. Actually, put in Dark Phoenix.
All right. Read it. Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
Let me see.
Dark Phoenix. And Dark Phoenix and
There she is. Okay, so that's Mag, Emma Frost, Dark Phoenix, and
Mag, Emma Frost, Dark Phoenix. That would be it for that, right? There's Doom.
Oh, for Doom
Mag,
team,
Emma
yeah,
Frost,
because he'd be three of them. Yeah. So that's Mag,
Yeah.
Emma Frost, and Dark Phoenix.
Mhm.
All right, cool. And then
That'd be cool.
and then for the other one.
Ghost Rider's team. Okay.
Mhm.
So Ghost Rider, put in Blade right off the bat. Blade. We got
All right, there we go. Come on, finally.
Blade, right?
Uh-huh.
And then Nico Minoru.
Oh,
said this
okay.
before, we gotta have her.
Yeah. You did say that. You did say
Gotta
that.
have Nico.
Fair Nico.
Gotta have Nico.
Fair Nico.
And fourth. I still want to have Blackheart, and I still want Blackheart.
Interesting. Okay.
I think I still would like Blackheart. Like I think it's been too long like it's time to bring Blackheart back.
All right,
It's
Blackheart's
time to bring
back.
him
All right.
back.
I hear it. I hear it. I
It's
hear
time
it.
to bring him back.
So Blade, Nico Minoru, and
And
Blackheart. Yeah.
Frodo, yeah.
It would be interesting to see that character more fleshed out in like an Arxis game. That would be pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, like a modern like rendition of like Blackheart.
What is he from? Because I
Mhm.
only know him because of Marvel 2. I don't know what part of Marvel he's in.
He's Mephisto's son,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
He's like Ghost Rider's. He's a Ghost Rider villain. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
Got you.
yeah, pretty much.
So
All right. Cool.
So he would actually fit because they're funny enough. Like there is like a tease of him in Tokon because he's like there's like
holding up
weird
the
Blackheart statues next to like champions throne.
Okay. Okay.
So like it's literally like a full black character with like long hair and like a tail. So I'm like,
Interesting.
there is no other Marvel entity that looks like that other than Blackheart. So
Boy, they're really teasing,
Wouldn't
isn't it? Mad.
I know. I'm like, saying,
I hear
saying.
it. I hear it. I
Pretty
hear it.
cool.
All right, cool. And then, so that's, you said you want Mag, Emma Frost, Dark Phoenix, and then Blade, Nico Minoru, and Blackheart. Yeah?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'll lock that in as well. So,
Alright, so I think I'm gonna stick with the Doom team I did earlier, which was what? Doom,
Mhm.
Norman, Hela, and Sinister Strange. I think I'm gonna stick with that one.
all right. So that's a strange. Yep.
For Robbie's team,
Mhm.
Blade, without a doubt, we will have problems if Blade is not in the roster. There's no reason for him to not be in the roster. For me, it's between him or Moon Knight. I don't think both of them will make it. I think it'll be one or the other.
Sadly,
Um,
I think you might be right. Yeah. Which is kind of annoying,
So I'm gonna
actually.
go with Blade. Moon Knight got to sit this one out. Apologies in them. For the next one, I think I'm with you with. I think people want Deadpool, but I think Arxis would do the weird thing and do Gwenpool.
Come on.
I think-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gwenpool would definitely
Yeah.
because that gets them to not only do the whole technically she's never been in a fighting game
Yep.
thing, but also
Yep.
covers the basis of Deadpool, and also
Female.
not only that, yeah, female roster pick, as well as she gets to tie in the cuteness of adding Jeff in her moveset.
Oh my God, I didn't even thought about that.
True.
Oh, man said
That's true.
another 10 more years of Jeff. Not like this,
Yeah,
man.
Jeff's too popular now, bro.
No.
You gotta add Jeff somewhere.
10 more
No.
years of Jeff. Here we
So,
are.
make Jeff her unique button.
Big Jeff.
Just like
Oh,
Jeff somewhere.
no.
Yeah. It's gonna be like freaking.
Hell no.
You gotta
What's
go,
the name
bro.
from Grand Blue?
What?
With the shark.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Meg.
Meg. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one.
Mhm.
I think we need another big body.
Agree.
And I think if that's the case, we need what's the name? What's the swamp dude on the I can't remember his name.
What? It's not Man Thing. Is it Man Thing?
The thing, Man Thing.
Is it Man
Yeah,
Thing?
Man
It is Man Thing, isn't it?
Man
Yeah,
Thing?
yeah.
Thing. Yeah, Man Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might go Man Thing. I
Man's
can't
got
think of
Man
another. I don't
Thing.
think there's another big body.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, other than like
Let me double check.
Juggernaut or Colossus, but I mean,
Man
how
Thing
long
is.
Colossus been?
Oh, Colossus, yeah. Like the thing is, they're gonna absolutely look. Here's how it's gonna go. Yeah, for DLC, they're gonna absolutely farm you guys for X-Men for the next like 10 years, and you're gonna buy every single one of them.
Yeah.
Sadly, you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
I think we
Because
all
my
are.
X-Men still hasn't made it yet, so I'm willing to wait for it.
Who's your X-Men?
Gambit gotta make it into the game. That's my goal. So yeah, so I'm gonna end that off for Robbie's team for the little DLC wish list. Gambit got to make it in somehow. I need Thor to exist, and then I think two more for DLC would be These and mind you, I'm just throwing these out. I don't expect them to be on the team. I just want to see them in the game at some point.
Mhm.
Nightcrawler would be sick. I think Nightcrawler in the fighting game would be interesting.
Okay, with or without the
Yeah.
sword?
With
Yeah,
the
now we're
sword.
talking. Now we're talking.
And this is we was talking about this yesterday. Some of the other homies. This is a family tradition of passing down another favorite Marvel character. My dad loved this character, and I like him a lot too.
God.
He in the stage. Make it happen, Iceman.
Iceman, come on. Man like Bobby.
Mm,
Yeah, Iceman
Need
would
my
be
boy
crazy.
Bobby.
Honestly, as well, like, yeah, the moveset, like, it has to happen, really. Because who else is going to have that moveset?
You know they could cheat
Go
and
on.
make Bobby like a pseudo big body because like he could turn himself into anything with ice technically.
I
Technically could
mean,
cheat. They could make him like a beast boy, not necessarily beast boy, but the idea of like he could turn into anything he wants with his ice. They could go kind of crazy with him. I can see some very unique things they could do. With him.
Good.
I mean, to be fair, like, I remember in, what is it, in Children's Man in Marvel 2 and whatnot, like, he could just have the massive friggin', like,
arms,
yeah. So I hear it. It could work. And that would be kind of cool, just having like almost like a stance character, right? Where you could just come into different types of stances.
Yeah, different ice forms.
Yeah, different ice forms. That'd be sick. All right,
He
so
gets there will be too soon, bro. They just put Dizzy in with Ice Fist.
Oh
Fix
yeah,
it.
give him the ice.
No,
Give him an ice floor as
bro.
his unique assist.
No, bro.
So he's just skating
No,
across the
no,
stage.
no, I don't want that no more. I don't want him no more.
Hey man,
damn.
I welcome it because I'll be playing it.
not to mention,
Hell,
it's
I'm gonna hate Iceman is what I'm hearing.
we got enough X-Men. We got enough X-Men. I think for now, you know what I mean, we're locked in. Like, if they start putting, that's the thing about X-Men is like they're so popular. If you really ask the people what do you want to see, they're gonna name like 20 X-Men
lot of
before.
X-Men.
Yeah, you get anyone else. You know what I'm
I
saying?
still
I
got,
could
I
see
still
that.
got another one like Jubilee. I would love to see Jubilee.
I
in
would
a fighting
love
game.
to see Jubilee in a fighting game. But to be honest, for them, they're probably like, you know what? We'll wait a couple seasons because we need to work out what this character actually does. Right?
Yeah.
How it's going to work. Are you going to do
I
that
could see them.
RNG? Are you going to be like, oh, the powers failed after X amount of times or something? Are they going to do it like that? How's it going to work? Do you know what I mean?
I could see them trying to put in Bishop.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see Bishop too.
And I think Bishop, you know, like when I was sitting there complaining about, like not complaining, but suggesting maybe they could add more meter building to the game. It's like when they start doing characters that, you know, can actually help the team in terms of building meter in certain circumstances. I think that would be very, very valuable.
Oh, and I gotta throw in some Marvel 2 slander. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
They could do Cable the right way instead of that whack ass idea that
right
Marvel 2
way.
Cable.
Nah, Marvel T Cable, that's my guy. Like my guy is just busting.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's kind of crazy.
that
I
was
don't know if we
mad.
can
That
get
was
that
mad
off.
slander.
I don't know if we can let him get that off,
Boring
y'all.
as fuck in Marvel 2.
Sucked in
He's
Marvel
so
2.
boring.
Oh come on, bro! Like he's busting
He's
guns.
boring in Marvel
Hyperbane.
2.
Cable's got guns
Hyperbane.
and he's busting guns. That's his shtick. That's his USP.
Cover bait.
Literally.
Come up with a better stick in the
Cover
movie
me.
kit, bro.
Listen, bust the guns, throw the grenades, do the hyper viper beam. That's what I like to see. Do you say yeah, right? Putting his back
Taking a
into
grenade.
Or they could do time flip. Like I guess they could do time flip, right? Right? They could do that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would
I
be
have
cool.
no doubt they make Arc System make Cable so sick.
100%.
Because at first I thought,
Oh, no way.
they
The
wouldn't.
ceiling already, the expectation
like-
already low because of Marvel 2. So,
Because
you know.
at first I thought they wouldn't, kind of because Star Lord kind of has a lot of his stuff now with like the grenade, basically
True.
acts as like how cables used to be,
True.
where it just like
Mhm.
freezes the person.
Good point.
So it's like
But
I
he's
could
damn
tell they
near
definitely
like
took from
Punisher in
Cable.
a way where he got like so much arsenal that you can pull from.
Punisher, you see the thing
Punisher's
about
also another one. If they put Punisher rather than Cable, I like that too. Actually,
I think certain
I think they
people,
both work.
you know,
Both work.
the average fighting game player despises zoning, and I think like they'll probably force it with Punisher. He'd be so cool. They'd be like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll shoot some guns. It's like Chris Redfield, right? Like Chris Redfield.
Yeah, I was about to say Chris.
Yeah.
Jump forward, shotgun. Like, do you know what I mean? They'd be like, nah, we'll make it work, bro. No reloads whatsoever as well. This guy's never gonna reload. He's just gonna be shooting you non-stop. It's gonna be great.
Just let him crawl too, you know.
Oh, do you know what was absolutely
Own
crazy?
position.
You know what was absolutely mad in the Spider-Man TV show? Yeah, I remember like as a kid as well. I was even as an adult, bro. I was like, what? This guy's getting mad. It was freaking. He has a battle van. So literally, as he's like there, he's shooting, he's running on rooftops, yeah, and he'd be like, battle van, and then like, bro, there's a time when battle van literally it just shoots like it throws a gun with on a spring. It's a spring-loaded thing that he throws onto the roof, right? He's like, I need a new gun. The thing just like launches a gun over. He like grabs the gun and just like keeps shooting. I was like, what a beast, bruv. Battle van. He's calling battle van from like down the road, and this thing's got its own navigation. It's like peeling around corners. It's like got its own weapons. I was like, yeah. Like if he comes with a battle van, that's my guy, bro. I might have to main him. Do you know what I'm saying?
That'll be fire.
Yeah.
I could see Battle Van being like his Tokon assembly or something.
100% with the battle
Kinda
van.
like how, yeah.
Also, FGC Redeemer says, I want Fane. He would be very sick. Somebody want to educate me on who Fane is. Also, shout out to FGC Redeemer. That was it's cool meeting you, and you had a really interesting insight on the game Combo Breaker. But yeah,
Redeemer.
yeah.
Yes.
Anyone know who Fane is? I don't know who Fane is.
Fame. Wait.
THANE.
Fighting game?
All right, let's see.
Sounds so familiar. I'm gonna
Oh,
look it
Thane.
up.
Thane is
Oh, he
Thanos'
meant like-
Thanos' son. Thanos' son.
Okay. Literally, as
I've
you
never
Google
heard
it and it says
of
Fane in brackets, Thanos' son.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Does it say that?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this character.
Oh, he's got a mad shape up though when he transforms. That's
I've
crazy.
seen him like one other time. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, he's an Inhuman.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Okay.
Remember we talked about that last time? Yeah. Inhumans is the
The
thing, bro.
humans, bro.
Oh yeah, Thanos was shooting up the club, and he shot up the club with a random Inhuman woman.
Okay.
Uh,
So you thought he's tired of going after death. This guy was trying to court death for like years, millennia. And he finally just like hung it up and said, you know what? That's it, man. The rebounds.
We're gonna find a random. Yep.
Yeah, crazy. Well,
Said balance.
but yeah, look, all right, look. For mine, I think mine still the same from, oh shoot, hang on. I've got friggin' Thanos. Oh yeah, actually, no, we can show that. Yeah. Wait, let me see. Where's him with the shape up? Or is that just a helmet? I don't even know if that's his hair or if that's what, like, I don't know. But like the regular version of Fane there, he just looks like a nice guy, just really unassuming. And then when he transforms, he looks
Like
almost
a
like
scroll at first.
exactly right. Yeah, he looks almost like a scroll.
Yeah.
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 But looks like Inhumans are going in the bin, so that ain't happening. So, rip.
Yeah, they might pull that. They might pull him back out later for DLC.
Yeah, they could. All right, so I said,
Maybe.
what did I say? I said Blade. I said Magneto. Oh wait, okay. Now let me do it in the actual category. So Blades, Gwenpool. I was saying Wonder, wasn't I? So the thing is, okay, Blade, Gwenpool, Wonder, but the thing is, like, all of this propaganda for friggin' Moon Knight, like, it's hard to, I can't shake it now. It almost feels foolish not to say Moon Knight. You know what I'm saying? I think you congrats, you did crazy PR. That's a crazy PR run for Moon Knight because he can't be denied now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do.
Not my fault. The comics are peak.
Listen, I'm a run. All right, Blade, Gwenpool. Okay, yeah, we'll do Moon Knight. But then, okay, Wonder's got to be in there somewhere. I think Scarlet Witch within the first year of this game has to be in the game. Like, I can't see her not being in the game, and I think she will be absolutely incredible as a character. So,
I actually could see Scarlet being on Ghost Rider's team.
exactly right. I think she's the mystic. She's the mystic, man. She's the mystic.
Because Scarlet is like an anti-hero. just because that whole team is apparently supposed to be anti-heroes.
Anti-heroes,
So,
exactly.
like Scarlet, so
Mhm.
Scarlet could fit Ghost Rider's team. I wouldn't see her being on the villain team. They could try.
You know,
They could
the
try.
the only thing is like currently she's Sorcerer Supreme, so it makes her.
Oh.
But she's the Sorcerer Supreme who's breaking all the rules, so that can still
Yeah.
make her like an outlaw or an anti-hero, right? Is that she's
Mhm.
she's Sorcerer Supreme, which means she's supposed to be like force of balance at the very least. But if she's breaking the rules, then she's breaking the balance, and as a result, then she has to then be some sort of anti. You know what? You smart. You a genius. we're going for it. We're going for it. Wanda, she's in there, and then for Doom, Loki. Oh man, if they go Illuminati, I swear, bruv. It'd be crazy if they went Illuminati and they put Mr. Fantastic in there. But that'd be nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
But all right, Loki, freaking. Nah, Gobbler's going. Gotta go Gobbler. And then who else we going? And then for the final one, oh, that final one is a little bit. Do you know what? Like, would Namor? Nah, it'd probably just be Magneto or something like for the final. But I want to say like Namor or something like that. But nah, I'm not gonna try and get too spicy with it, bro. I'm just gonna keep it kind of simple. Either like Magneto or oh wait, no. Okay, what did I say? Loki, Gobbler, and Magneto. It's got to be a female rep. So, Lady Loki, Gobbler, and Magneto. That's it. I'm gonna lock that in.
Okay.
All right. So we'll see. So we'll check back on that. I'll be sure to keep a bit of a running list, a log, because I mean C4 be telling me like, yo, make sure you log that. So you know what I mean. Like we can just look back on it. Really wants to say so we can say he was right back then, but it's all good. We'll run it.
Well, we got NM locally here though, so
No, yeah.
that could also happen.
100%.
Just
But
straight guess the Avengers team. Like, love it.
yeah.
Dude, I clocked that so quick off their quote. I clocked that so quick.
Listen, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait. I mean, state of play, we're gonna see it, so you won't have to wait very long. We might even have to be doing a Talkin Tokon within the next few weeks before Evo. But I mean, if you don't see a pre-Evo one that talks about the state of play and the fallout from that, then you will certainly see one after Evo, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about and a lot to see. So, regardless, even though two of my co-hosts are gone, I am Chrome Alchemist. You can find all of my stuff on Advancing God TV or on my Twitter at Chrome Alchemist. And also C4, I am C4IQ is his Twitter and his YouTube. And Earthbender Charlie is his Charlie's YouTube, and EB Charlie is his Twitter. So where can they find you?
Solar Soul on everything. That's SOLE triple SOL. Yeah, that's everything. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Yeah. Uploading, of course, Marvel Tokon. Well, I'm just a tag game aficionado. I cover everything tag, so anything that comes out as a tag game is gonna be on the channel. And Marvel Tokon definitely gonna be one of the focuses.
100%. SSK. You already know, bruv, but where can they find you?
Man, look, man, y'all, YouTube at DSSK_1. If that's a little too hard for you, whatever, just type in SSK Marvel Tokon. You'll find me. Twitter, you got me at, I always forget this, work with me here. It is DSSK_.
Bro, I can't lie. I was looking to tag you in
and,
things and I completely forgot. Like, I just have to be doing your name. I got to be typing in your government and just get you through that because sometimes I try and do it and I can't find it.
Yeah. That's some of my governors up there. But, yep. That's geography.
All right. And then where can they find you?
Of course, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Ninstar123 and on YouTube at Ninstar236. I should have at the latest tomorrow my comparison video for Black Panther. I do more of a deep dive on her with Mai and Jill. I literally just got to get the last few nicks of it, and then right before the state of play, you guys have been showing a lot of support on a certain Carnage video, and I wonder if somebody's gonna do a demonstration of Moon Knight. I wonder if somebody's gonna be doing that. I don't know.
I wonder
don't
indeed. Yeah, I wonder who.
I
know,
wonder.
bro.
And last but certainly not least, Zeta Slow, where can they find you?
So on Twitch and Twitter, the two things with the T, Zetaslow OG, because we couldn't get Zetaslow on either of those. But on YouTube, we did get Zetaslow just by itself. So if you type in Zetaslow, ZETTA slow, you should be cool. And if you see me on the Marvel Tokon streets, you'll see me as the GGG, the Green Goblin Glazer. I had to run it back for the 3-peat.
Oh,
The triple G's,
Oh,
you
blood.
gotta
Oh
calm
my
down.
days,
He
man.
gotta be in the game, bro. He got to. That's my Moon Knight right there. That's my Moon Knight.
That's your Moon Knight. So my Moon Knight's
That's my
Nico
Moon Knight.
Minoru. Yours is triple G's. You know what I mean? I hear it. Okay.
Yeah, so
All right.
thanks for having me as always.
Oh, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. It was far less chaotic than I thought. I thought it was just not going to be doable with the amount of people that we had. But it was, you guys are great. You're all very professional, and you always have great points to make. So this has been Talking Tokon episode 8. Episode 9 you will see in the next couple of weeks, either before Evo or after Evo. But regardless, hope you have enjoyed. Please do follow everybody here. And if you want that Tokon content, we'll be sure to bring it to you by hook or by crook. Next time at Evo, I'm sure we'll have probably about 3 more characters to play and test out. So there'll be lots and lots of content for you to be checking out. So do stay tuned. All right. It's been emotional. Safe you lot. Until next time, stay dry.